Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, and this is Undawn All Stars Grand Finals, and we are now inches away from finding out who the champions will be for this All Star lineup. So far, we have a lot of games set up for you now for the teams who are participating in this day. But not only that, we also have a few of the KOLs representing their team as well that will be shown later on. On the casters, as I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia, together with me is the Wonder Boy, Cali Gaming. We will be the voices that you will be hearing all day.
Yeah, I can't wait for these games to start already, man, because we're down to our last four teams in
Mhm.
this playoffs. In phase three, then we also got this amazing call matches that will be joining us here today to have the mini tournament going on. And yes, we
Sir.
did not see MYSG and PH part of this playoffs, but they will be playing on the KOL, and maybe Ray Keo and crew will be able to take that win at least for the region itself, right? But for sure, the main topic point here is
Mhm.
Thailand and the Indonesians, the last two regions remaining in the playoffs.
Yep, exactly. Out of this two regions, two of them are already on the top, and two of them will be battling it at the bottom. Let's check out the brackets right now. This is what happened for the first part that happened in phase two, and that towards the end from match 11 until the grand finals. This is happening today. Again, it will start off with the Boss Falcons going against Pros Habibi, and the winners will be moving in onto the bronze match, wherein they have a good chance to go into grand finals. Again, the lower bracket might is not yet the end. It's just a longer route compared to what we have in the upper bracket, where Dragons and Hearst is already waiting.
Yeah, I mean, Dragons and Hers is like they always end at least their battles yesterday in the upper bracket with at least three or four maps. And talking about Dragon being able to dominate the first two match here at this bracket, right? They defeated the Boss Lion and they defeated the Boss Falcons 3
Mhm.
and 0, and Tiger Yap and Nob Steezy. These two players, they are the best slayers out there, and they can tank every damage and provide the team that victory. And it's gonna be interesting because not only are they trying to fight for the championship here, but they're also fighting for the goodies that we got here in this grand finals. The squad rewards, it just gets a lot better as your performance in the playoffs just go deeper.
Yep, definitely. And for the champions right here, not only are they getting exclusive frame titled Top One, they will be getting a whopping 375,000 RC, and that would be 75 each or 75K each members. For the runner up, that will be 250,000, and it goes lower as it goes down into the numbers. But the format is a little bit of review of what happened so far and what will be happening for today. We started off with 16 teams from the 20th and the 21st of January. That is phase one, and that's the group stages. Where yesterday we finished off the double elimination stage, and the best of five just weeded out the top four for the battle. And today, phase number three, the grand finals, where we find out who the champions out of the four teams remaining in our battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a long game, right? After we finish the upper bracket finals and the lower bracket finals, we're heading into the bronze and final match where it will all be best of sevens. Four maps to be able to win in order for you to advance to the next stage. And let's take a look at our lineup for this final day of
Mhm.
this series. We got Pro Shabibi from Indonesia. You got Dragons from Thailand, arguably one of the best or the best team in this competition at the moment. And then you also got the Boss Falcons and Hersus.
Yeah, and they are now waiting for what's going to happen right now. Once again, from what we saw earlier in the bracket, two teams coming from Indonesia will be fighting alongside each other, and they are to like against each other, and they are just waiting for a chance to move up to that grand finals. But it is tough right now for Indonesia because one of them will be going home in there, and once that's over, the bronze match will show if it's still Indonesia to will who will be able to move up to the grand finals, or will Thailand maintain the two teams that they have. So far, as you mentioned, Dragon has a higher chance of getting to the grand finals. It's up to hers right now to push them out.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard because again they have two best players in their lineup, Tiger Yep and Nob Steezy. Then they also have Hey Yo, who is going to be a great healer for the squad. And with that trio, it is going to be an unstoppable duo, and you have to do everything more than what you did yesterday.
Yeah.
in order for you to defeat a team like this, versus they struggled trying to fight their way into the moment that they're up there at the upper bracket. They had to play map 5 on their first match and then map 4 on their last match yesterday. And now the competition, the team that they're just gonna about to fight, just got a lot tougher.
Yeah, definitely it is tougher right now, but we'll have to see who will be faltering after the tough battle in front of us. And speaking in front of us, in front is two teams from Indonesia, the Voss Falcons, as well as Pros Habibi, Abil, SNS, LCE, and Judith from the side of the Falcons, and Pros Habibi represented by Sipung, Travs, Diablo, and Panda for you.
Yeah, Prosa BB always managed to secure themselves, this resilience in the games that they played yesterday and all throughout the Green Undawn All Star. Always going to be Diablo and Panda for you, tanking all of those damage, but Thrabs and Sipung have always managed to do all the dirty work for the squad when they're playing the Annihilation battle to keep this team alive in this tournament. Remember, yesterday, they went up against a very strong team in the likes of Alliance Spades. They had to go down to a map number 5, and already we're going to be able to see them play into this battle. Panda for you going to be that highlight player for this squad, but on the boss Falcon, it has to be Judith who can get most of this damage for the team.
Judith, this is we're getting close though to the final or the last day of the month, and this is where a lot of people have been waiting for. Judith right now is being damaged, but Sipung will be dripping a little bit, and there on the other side, a little bit of blood for Sipung, and he rushes in, but still has been stopped by Judith in the front, and this is where the healer comes in play. Despite of the damage being taken by Judith, he still survives.
Yeah, Panda for you. I mean, they're taking so much damage here from Judith once again, who is on the front line. Only guy that is going to be in front of the team for the Boss Falcons now. Frosha BB trying to get their reload and their restore of health here as they get so much pressure to go through. The Boss Falcons able to get the first 2 downs.
And there you go. They are targeting Sipung as well as Diablo in the back end. Travs needs to go down for them to have a little to no chance of recovery. But Travs is still kicking, being chased by the team of the Falcons. But as you can see in the front line of the teams of Pros Habibi, they are trying to push through against Judith, but Judith is not faltering. Only one remains for Pros Habibi, and there goes the first point, goes to the Falcon.
Yeah, Judith is just kind of unfair there. I mean, he rushes off towards mid-square on the central shopping mall and decides to just go in and take so many kills up against Panda for you. And, like a player like Sipung in there, and the pressure was just too much. The Boss Falcons off to a great start. Aggressive gameplay was that first round win keys to victory. Now, can they replicate the same exact thing? Looks like they're sending out Judith there once again on towards that mid-square to get those early damage.
Same approach being done by Judith at this point, but needs to back out a little bit because it is now being tough for the healer to hold him down. Panda for you on the one side, trying to break out the approach from the left side of this hill. SNS being targeted, but will be able to get away. Damage being dealt with by both teams. Let's see who will be able to go in for the knockdown. A little bit of step-by-step action by Panda for you. Managed to spot 1 and 2, but didn't bring them down.
Yeah, so far for Frosha BB, although they are getting shot at here by the side of the Boss Falcons, they are not going in for a heavy full send this time, playing more of a passive approach, just doing the covering fire. But all of these attacks, already you're taking so much attacks, and now you're gonna have to make that move. You still do have a lot of time, but now the push goes through, and Pandas for you, they gotta find some eliminations here.
And let's see if they will be able to eliminate the team from the side of Falcons. And Pros Habibi right now, Panda for you trying to get away and rolling out. The shield has been brought up, but no one's rushing in just yet. The approach for the team of Falcons has been stopped, but here comes SNS receiving a lot of damage. But Panda for you gets away just in time, switching over to shield gun as well as a Bison. This is a tough battle to hold. Judith right now up front, tanking everyone out.
Yeah, he is just the best player out there for the Boss Falcons, but Prosha BB trying to find a way to make a wrap here, but they have to play and withdraw from their initial position as they get so much damage coming in off the front of the mid-square. Grenades going through, lineup is insane. The flag happens now for the side of Panda for you, but they cannot really secure any killer whatsoever. This long game at this mid-map is just taking too long. No one has been able to get knocked down for now.
No one's being knocked down right now. SNS trying to battle Fanta for you, and also a few shots coming from one of the side. A Bale right now being hit, and ding dong. One goes
There we
down for
go.
the other side. Switch over, recovery instantaneously. But I think for the side of Prosa BB, there is no recovery. Another one goes down, bites the dust, and only two remains. Falcons doing a great
Wow.
job right now, grabbing first 2 points and ending this Annihilation match.
Yeah, they were not afraid to, make matter of the situation. They were playing aggressive on the round number one. They kept doing the exact same thing on the round two. And we saw what the attacks are coming in for Prosa BB, right? They were trying to
Yeah.
trade it back, but they cannot handle the heat. Judith was stacking so many damage while also inflicting them up against the enemy, and they take away the first round. Again, a best of 5, 3 maps to win, and they have already taken map number 1.
Yep, they're already taking map number one. And similar to what we said as well earlier, Judith is really, really tough. Naniningil na si Judith at this point. Already one down for the battle Annihilation. We're still on the central shopping mall, and we'll be jumping this time around to a different mode, which is Domination. We've seen that yesterday in so many instances that the two-prong approach from A and C has been done, distracting the enemy who's trying to protect that Bravo. But the only question is who can pull it off quite easily, because from yesterday, a lot of teams has been doing that, and it seems like it can be broken, or the pattern can be broken now that everyone, especially in this final match or final day of the matches, has studied that gameplay, and they might be able to counter that approach.
Yeah, I feel like a 2-2 approach here on the defense, into trying to just not get your home flag getting attacked is one of the best ways, right? At least you will not get overwhelmed when either two players from the opposing side gets to attack your home flag, and that will be able to be a great defense while also maintaining that mid-map control if you ever take that first 2 flags in this battle. But let's take a look at our match results on this battle that we just finished at this map number 1. Our first game of the day, Judith may not have taken an MVP, but SNS with 6 knockdowns, with 63k damage, starting the day off hot. Gotta work from here consistently.
And for side of Prosa BB, though they were able to go for a couple of downs for their side, there's no knockdown that happened, and it's all the Falcons who just flew in on them, swooped in, and turned the tables to their favor and ended the game with a 1-0 for this series. So far, Annihilation, it seems like the strongest point for the side of Falcons. The trap approach of Prosa BB is not working. It's not being utilized just yet. And let's see if that will happen later on, especially once we jump into another Annihilation in the Western District. But up next will be a central shopping mall Domination. Let's see who will be the man in the mission, who will be going in reconciliation of taking the points in this match. And we are hoping that it will be tied right now by the end of this battle, because we wanted to stretch over to the final battle, to the final match of this day.
Yeah, Prosa BB, they are not foreign to playing the long game, right? Remember, they went up against Experience on their first match on the upper bracket yesterday, and they lost the first 2 maps. Then they win the next 3 straight, going in for a reverse sweep. And that made this team really so much scrappy, apart from everybody else that are down here at the lower bracket. So expect that you're going to have to be playing with a lot of aggression and a lot of adjustments if you are the boss Falcon, because with that loss coming in for Prosa BB at map number 1, they will be coming for a very eager strike here at this Domination battle.
Speaking of eager strike, we are seeing capture on 2 by Prosa BB right now. Foam bomb, but
Whoa.
guy goes down, is trying to take out those captured by the foam, and the recapture of Bravo is being done right now by the team of Red, and let's see if they'll be able to do so. Falcons are the ones who are, it is Prosa BB who was able to secure 2 of the points and doing the best that they can so that they can hold on and increase the lead that they have against the Falcons.
Wow.
But as you can see, the triple cap right now for the team of Red, and let's see on how much they can take it over. Falcons right now once again flying high like a butterfly, stopping the points from the side of Prosa BB.
Yeah, with 3,000 approach, maybe will be coming off hot here, but they all get gunned down on towards that mid-map. They had to be forced back to their respawn, but while they're trying to do exactly those battles on that B side, they actually got distracted, and some of the players from the Boss Falcon, that's actually 2 players from them, actually made the rotation over here at the fountains. But finally, we do see some sign of contest. Pro should be able to get back their home flag, but there's just so much action going on. SNS cannot be contained. It takes at least 2 players to take him out as he dances to play in this battle. Who wins the gunfight? It is NCS finding a double there.
And there we have it. Good backup right there. But a healer, LCE. Let's see if there will be more. And as you can see, the position of Falcons, ICE has 2 coverage. One for the far side, who's going in for Bravo, and also here on Charlie. And this is where SNS found that strength. But Bravo is being captured right now by Pros of EV. Let's see if they'll be able to continue on for that Bravo. And it's halfway through, but the scores right now 900-444.
Yeah, they gotta have to work as a team here. If not, go in for that B-side push. If you fail it, you're gonna have to try to go for that 2-prong approach. Go out against the team's home base and try to capture that. But multiple attacks going through towards this mid square is where the utilities are gonna be coming in handy, and the gun shield from giving you those attacks to go through. But man, not happening here at the moment.
Again, all I can say is kudos to Ice right now, who's doing a great job supporting the team. Because from how we're seeing it earlier, every time they go for the engagement, he is always there on the long side and trying to heal them up. Alpha will be the target of teams right now as they are going for the approach for Alpha and Charlie capture. But Pros of EV needs to decide. This time around, Charlie is where they want to bring in the capture so that they will be able to increase the rate of points going in to their side.
Yeah, nice adjustments going in for Prosa BB, but again, they're gonna lose that home base, and they're trying to go for the capture at the C. Site attacks go through. Lineup for Panda 4U as it takes down SNS. That's gonna be nice shots for Prosa BB. Time to wake up because we only need 700 points for the Boss Falcon to win this battle. You gotta act now if you want to go for a comeback.
A Bill right now being chased by 1 or 2 players from Pros of BB. And let's see if Diablo can pull this off. SNS is back in play right now. The jump will be a little bit to their favor, and both of them goes down. But the scores is still favoring a team of the Boss Falcons. The healer on this side didn't fail to help up SNS. Probably he was just preoccupied, but right now is going in for the chase for those moving in. But Judith receiving a little bit of damage. Panda 4U needs to go in for the Bravo because Diablo is receiving a few of those hits from SNS.
Yeah, they gotta move here now. They gotta team up, get this B-side in their lineup. But the players from the Boss Falcon able to win their next set of gunfights, and it's all down to Panda 4U to try to win this. But I think it's overwhelmed with numbers, and 300 more points for the Boss Falcon to take that 2-0 lead at the early game in this best of 5 series is upon their reach as they get these 2 flags in their lineup.
It's getting real tough right now for Pros of BB because they have an 800 point that they need to chase out, and no one's stopping the Boss Falcons from grabbing those points, especially with the captures or the single capture in Charlie that they have. Let's see what they can do right now. Pros of BB has already captured Alpha and Bravo, going in for Charlie, but the defensive side is still trying to stop them in their heels. Panda 4U being beat down, and let's see if Ice can survive. No, Ice goes down to the hands of Diablo.
Yeah, that is just insane dominance coming in for the Boss Falcon, man. I mean, starting the day off, getting a 2-0 win on that central shopping mall, and then heading into this domination, going for an early triple capture. It takes quite confidence to do that. And that was just the breakaway that just let the Boss Falcon team actually remove the momentum off of the side of Pro Shabibi and finally take that win off, going in for the 2-0, trying to go for the elimination as we head into this map number 3 as they try to steamroll this competition.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is looking like the Boss Falcons right now, and a good chance to give a donut to Pros Habibi to end this match and, well, bring them home. Now we'll have to find out if the change of scenery in the Western District can change the approach of Pros Habibi as it's at this point, or will Falcons continue on to fly against them, to fly above them and beat them down, especially with how we've seen Ice bring in all those healing, especially in Annihilation mode. That is where the healers are very crucial.
You brought out Ice, right? Because Ice, although he may have been healing this team, is also doing quite a lot of damage for the Boss Falcon here. This time, in this battle up against Pros Habibi. And finding those early 2 kills for this team obviously is going to take a lot of these attacks, but SNS again taking it over 30 knockdowns
Woo!
and 4 down, 102k damage. Is going to be the highest for today. And yeah, you really have to highlight him up right now as he gets those back-to-back MVPs.
Exactly. And there you have it. SNS. Well, let's see on what else he can do on the next match that we have to offer. But Proso BB, I think they're feeling pressure right now because they're starting the game not that hot and they are on the brink of going out of this competition. But still, we're talking about the best of 5 series. We know that some teams really can't go in for a burst sweep, especially when they are in the Western District and they get that momentum over the final match of this game. But we'll have to find out if that's still the case for Pros of BB or the Falcons will be able to stop them.
Yeah, the Pros of BB, they're back to where they started yesterday when they went up against Experience, a Thailand team, right? They lost the first 2 maps, then they woke up and they managed to take away the Western District with a very dominant start. And then that steamrolled into a map number 4 win on Domination Western District. And then they had to go to the Annihilation match where obviously it was Judith was able to take that MVP to give Pros of BB that chance to advance to the upper bracket quarterfinals. And it was really such a big adjustments for them there as they tried to play more of a passive and smarter approach to it, right? So right now for Pros of BB, gonna be playing smart because the Boss Falcons, they got the hot hand.
Yeah, let's see if they will be able to warm their hands as well. Here comes a rush in the middle. Panda for you has a good chance. And there goes the damage with a little bit of a nade action coming from Panda for you. Needs to back off. But as you can see, they have the information for the side of the Boss Falcons. Judith up with a and will be taken down, but no, there goes the heal, there goes the revival, but it has been brought down to the 4 and 3. Pros of BB has lost one of their players. Unfortunate for them because they were the ones in the lead earlier in terms of the battle, but Ice goes down, a crucial member of this team. Now it's in a 2v2.
It's just chaos coming in for Pros of BB. It's a 1v1 situation with Panda 4. You tried to clutch this one up. SNS, it's a close range battle with the gun shield, and it is going to be SNS with the Bison taking it over, winning that gunfight and giving Pros Habibi that round number 1. Oh, I mean, the Boss Falcon that round number 1.
Boss Falcons. I mean, SNS is really tough right there. And I was a little bit worried, especially when Eyes has been taken down there, but they were able to trade it off on a 2v2. And after that, the 1v1, or after it has been brought into a 1v1, it seems like SNS is a better chance, especially with how HP is going down for the side of Pros of BB. But as you can see, Team in Blue right now has lost one of their players. And let's see if they'll be able to bring them back. There you go. The rescue has been done. The Boss Falcons have a disadvantage right now in terms of damage, but here comes Panda for you for a little bit of nade action.
Hey, already for Pros of BB, right? That first round was way too close. Now, you're going to have to play it a bit more passive here, but still going for an aggressive approach. You are facing elimination, but still you are here going guns after guns, playing fire with fire, and now the gunfights kicks in at the rooftops.
SNS right now receiving a lot of damage, and there you have it. We have a couple of knockdowns for the side of Pros, or for the side of the Boss Falcon, but Panda for you right now is trying to heal up. It's right here for the help, and there you have it, the end, the quick end for the battle, and there you have it. It's now over for the teams of Pros Habibi. Boss Falcons has taken this in the bag.
Yeah, they just steamroll. I mean, 3-0. I believe that was the first 3-0 win that they had in Phase 2 and Phase 3. And you're going to have to feel great about that because SNS, he was able to win a 1v1 gunfight for you in that round number 1. And that gave you that initial confidence that, hey, we have the safety net. We can take that risk and dominate this round number 2. Exactly what just happened. They took 3 players down right away at the rooftops, and they finally take Panda 4U down, who was the last guy standing to secure this victory. A 3-0 win. A sweep. We were expecting a game 5 with Pros Habibi in this game, but no, it is not going to happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen to what Pros of BB has planned, but again, Boss Falcons right now will be resting it easy as they wait for the next battle to happen because it will be quite a while. If I'm mistaken, we will be jumping in over to our upper bracket teams, and Dragons and Sursus, both coming from Thailand. This is really a tough battle. This is the one that we're expecting to be stretched out overall. But before we go there, let's check out the match result once again. MVP SNS with 6 knockdowns and 43k on damage. Judith did a number as well in the damage for 30k, but from the way I'm looking at it, there's so much of heal coming from both Ice and Abil, and I guess that's a winning condition for them. Two of them leading with the heal, and despite of Ice going down, there's still Abil who can bring on the heal, and they'll be able to win this game. So they did.
And it's just a nice strategy and a nice attention to detail for the Boss Falcons because they know
Mhm.
that Judith as well as SNS can really tank Kane and do a lot of damage. So they just double down on this player's efforts, and they trusted that these players can really go for those initiations and get a lot of kills. And that's exactly what just happened.
Yeah.
SNS, 3 maps, 3 MVPs, like it was nothing. He made like work of it, like Tiger from the Dragons, which we'll be playing later on. So that's going to be our team for the Boss Falcons advancing to the bronze match, and we got your team, unfortunately for Pro Baby, being eliminated out of the lower bracket. So,
Mhm.
hey, try again next time. You did finish top 4.
Well, I guess it's a good work for them already. Prosa Baby have done their job already, especially when how they were able to move up from the group stages up until phase 3. And it's just unfortunate that Boss Falcons was able to like beat them in a punch, especially with the tactics. If I'm not mistaken, it is a different side of the Falcons, the Boss Falcons that we're looking at right now. They are a little bit aggressive when it comes halfway through, especially on the Annihilation. But in terms of the initiation, that's where they try to like play with the patience of the opponent, and that is where Prosa BB is receiving damage. Thus, also beating them in terms of how they can get that information. If you stay a little bit slow in Annihilation, you can have that like plenty of time to look for the enemies, find where they're coming from, and if you plan to push, you would know where to expect them. So that's what the Boss Falcons that we're looking at right now. Prosa BBs, well, I guess they were just so impatient at this point to end this game, or probably try to catch up. But unfortunately for them, the Falcons flew high.
Yeah, they cannot reach it, right? It's just too high up above the sky. The Boss Falcons able to take that round win time and time again, and they will be playing up against the loser of the upper bracket match, which will be hers and the Dragons, which will not be again whatsoever an easy match. Whoever gets thrown down here at the bronze match will be a tough battle, knowing how talented these two teams are and how mentally resilient the other team is, and how strong the Dragon is on the upper bracket.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we are yet to see the Dragons falter so far. Coming from phase 2, they haven't lost a game, and even in the group stages, I mean, we can say it's almost a perfect run. They had one loss against GRD, where they were able to take it back a couple of matches or a couple of rounds over. Thus, GRD was brought down and they are out of that phase 1. So Dragons so far, all the wins that they have, they only have one loss, making them a tough contender. But once again, it is Hersus coming from the same region, and I did mention this already. These teams coming from Thailand, most of the time in FPS, has great accuracy and great tactics.
Yeah, and I think Tiger really emphasized and really bodies that one, right? I mean, he's always been accurate and always taking these MVPs, dealing the most damage every time the Dragon play up against anybody in the brackets here in Undawn All Star. Now, he's not just the only threat for the Dragons. Nops TZ, he's always been there, but yesterday, during their battle up against the Boss Falcon, T9 was scoring knockdowns as well, so there was 3 fraggers for this squad. Then Heyo is going in for the back line, healing these players every time that they are damaged. Now for Hersus, again, they have to rely on ZQD to have a hot start. If not,
Mhm.
things but just spiral out of control.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, ZQD and Death is a tough cookie to beat, but Chalk needs to move up higher because, as you mentioned, 3 players from the side of Dragons can deal a lot of damage, and T9 didn't show up compared to yesterday from the group stages. So this is I would say a surprise for the side of Dragons, but again, it's if you're a team who wants to really win it all, you don't want to put all those eggs in one basket. You don't want to put all those tactics in one day or one game. You have to spread it out, and this is where we're going to see a few more of probably the hidden tactics that the Dragon has. Same goes for Hersus though, if they do have a few from their playbook.
Yeah. And the thing here with hers is, right, they are great when they're playing Domination. I think that will be their main strength up against the Dragons when they're playing in this best of five. So it's just all about finding at least one win on this Annihilation match and trying to sustain your life out there with Tiger Yap in the battle.
Yeah, Tiger Rep right now is mostly always backing up Nops in this fight, spotting one. And let's see, the damage has been dealt. And let's see if Death will be able to survive that much. Nops already have a view as well of the opponent, but they will not be rushing. They have plenty of time to spare right now and a full 2 minutes and 17 seconds to play with. But let's see if they can still deal with damage. ZQD being hit that hard. And let's see if he will be going down. He goes down, but no elimination just yet. It's just revival overall.
Yeah, Dragon, again, all towards this game, has that mid-map in control. This is what you want. You control the mid-map, you control everything in this central shopping mall. And you can see the damage being felt now by Hersus. They're going to withdraw from their initial position. They want to back down because the damage can be felt all the way to Neptune.
Yeah, he can be felt to Neptune and even further to different planets overall. And you can see Tiger, yep, will be going in for the flank. Let's see if he'll be going for the full flank or just a good view of ZQD, because ZQD almost faltered in that fight. It could have been a 4v3 by now, but I think ZQD has a different plan in mind, going in for a backstab. But no, there goes the team of Dragon already waiting, and Nops will be healed up with this healing device from the side. And Nops right now, face to face, feet to feet, and let's see if they'll be able to bring them down.
Oh, they're just lining them up. Tiger Yep now kills one with the Bison. They're pushing in real nicely. Close range combat now. ZQD trying to sustain the attack here for this squad. Trying to maintain the healer on their side, but no, but already shut down.
And there you go, only one remains for the side of Hersus, and the chase is on. The hunt is being brought on by the Dragon. Let's see if they'll be able to extend it for the final 43 seconds of this game. And ZQD will be gunned down. Final battle for that first round goes to the team of Dragons, and Nops is ended that round. So let's see if the same tactics will happen. A little bit slow from the start and then aggressive towards the end.
Yeah, Tiger Yep, again, such a big threat here, but his teammate Nops TZ was able to get the kill onto Nobit, who was the healer on the other side, stopping every heal and revival that can be possible on the round number one. Again, sniper plays gonna be intact here. ZQD on Hersus needs to really turn it up. You're going up against two hothead, anyone that can really destroy and go in for those guns, blazing and killing you on this long range, in this close range engage. Now we got to see the Dragons once again trying to push up, and that already spotted info game now in the hands of Dragons.
They flanked in on the right-hand side, expected on the middle, but as you can see right now, Nops is being gunned down by ZQD, but the first damage has been dealt against ZQD, and he is being healed right now. And as you can see, the chase is on. Chalk on one side might be able to pull a trap on a pinch, and Nops is not backing down. No, there is Chalk and ZQD. There goes the turn, there goes the knockdown, but a heal up will not be happening. 4v3 situation, not favoring Dragons at this point. Hersus is still dealing with death, and let's see if they will be able to turn it to a 4v2.
Oh my god, the numbers game are just not in favor right now for the Dragons, as they need to really find Tiger Yep some sort of a kill here. Chalk, nice way for them to push on towards this mid-square garden with the heal from Nobit. That's going to sustain their lives out there, and now we see Dragons fall down.
Yeah, Dragon's falling down right now, but Tiger, yep, is still alive, and Chalk is being gunned down. But as you can see, it's back to a 4v2 because Nobit is still alive and kicking. Tiger, yep, are trying to dance around them, but Chalk, final nail in the coffin, tied it up to 1-1. Now, both teams, is a good chance to grab this first match, first game point. The only question is, who will be able to end it?
Yeah, that Thailand showdown is just living up to the hype, right? Nice adjustments coming in for Herses when they fell up against the Dragons on towards the first round, utilizing more of their healer to actually sustain their lives in there up against the heavy damage provided there by Nox TZ and Tiger Yap up close with those Bisons. So far on this battle, it is going to be very close. Winner of this round takes map number 1. Crucial for these two teams who's likely looking for a win to advance to the grand finals right away.
Yeah, so far T9 is the one taking the lead right now. And not so much of sight of Nuffs. Oh, Nuffs already crossed over behind enemy lines. So let's see if they will be able to move through and survive this battle. So the tough fight for T9. Chalk on the back end. Tiger, yep, will be surprised as the approach of Chalk is unexpected. Hey, you will be brought down. A good pinch being done by the team of Herses. They don't want to lose. They just want to get this game and bring the Dragons down in their feet, and they're doing it right now, and they got that first game.
The first map loss being drawn in the hands of the Dragons. They fell up against their likes, which is Herses from Thailand as well. And you know what? Nice mind games coming in for Herses. When they tried to go head to head with no thought on attacking Dragons on that first round, they had it rough. But when they control the situation and utilizing their players with a healing play, it really provided them so much attacks and so much survivability in the battle. And in round number 3, when they took down Tiger Yap, that was the moment where they managed to actually win the game. You take down the strongest team on the other side, and you also took down Hey You, who was the healer on the Dragons. You just need to finish down the last 2 players alive when you have a 4v2.
Yep, and that is a one good thing to start this game, start this battle on the upper, because we have two teams coming from Thailand, and we're expecting Dragons to beat Herses at this point. So we are just looking at the fall, how the Dragons have been falling from that first Annihilation match. But again, it might be different later on. So hopefully they are going to bring it back in this domination game.
Now, this is the key to victory, though, for the side of the Herses squad. To just take one Annihilation match and you try to win your domination battle. And again, with them winning this round number 1, it is crucial for them to end this in map number 4. Do not let it end at map number 5, where the Dragons can just able to pick up the pace and actually go in for that reverse sweep, or even, a shocking offset. But CQT, as we said, gets the MVP here. If he activates, the team's odds of winning actually goes to the top.
Yeah, speaking of activates, well, everyone is activated. Our giveaway reward for everyone is a little bit early though, so don't be surprised. And the numbers are 8447. So for those of you viewers who have been in here for since day number 1, you know what I'm talking about. You will be able to get it first. But the whole code is All Star 8447. It will be put in the comment section in there and pinned for your reference, but hopefully you were able to hear it from us and put that in game already.
And make sure you follow, like, and share our official live stream, and of course the official social media that we got for Garena Undawn. We are live in Facebook and YouTube. You guys can tune in to any social media and be aware of the updates that we got from the game, and this esports battles that we got between all multiple regions that we got here in Garena. The Boss Falcons and Pros be ready for this domination battle. It is going to be not them, honestly, but the Dragons and Hers is fighting here at the moment. Tiger Yep and crew able to get the first 2 sets of attacks on towards the mid map, but still no B flag capture.
Yeah, no B flag. It has been taken back after a few seconds, or before a few seconds, that it will be recaptured by the red team. But when looking at it, one is still on to their spawns, and as there you have it, A and C will be captured. This will be a good distraction for the team of Herses right now, who's dealing with those on that Bravo side. So if they can maintain this, or if they will be pushing this, it's a good chance for the other players from Dragon who will be able to take over that Bravo. But DQD already in the rush. T9 being chased out and chased down.
And this is what we're talking about, Red Herses. This is their main thing. They love to play their dominations. They know how to play those mind games. They can rotate anywhere they want. They always have that upper hand when they're going up against every team that they faced yesterday and on the group stage. And yeah, so far, it has been pretty great for them. Again, ZQD being the MVP on the round number 1, trying to change that momentum to carry over here at this round number 2, where Hertz obviously has the lead with a 300-point margin at least in this battle.
Yep, this battle indeed is being taken over by the team of Hersus with ZQD in the lead, blinded at this point, and will be taken down. That's not a way you want to go. You will be seeing heaven first before you're dying in this fight, but it's happening all over the place. And as we can see, Hersus is still on the roll this time, capturing 2 points from where they were earlier. Tiger, is trying his best to go in for the capture, and the Alpha, so at least they can increase the rate of scores to their side.
Yeah, trying to come back on a 400 deficit, it has to be timely, right? Because you don't want to let Harris reach that 1,500 mark and try to go for the initial linkage. So now you got these 2 flags enabled. Just gotta defend that B side capture while also trying to maintain a defense on your home flag, which will be run over by Hersus if you try to let them distract you on this mid side attack.
JQT still in the battle, trying to chase down one of the players, and that is Hey You that he spotted. But 1,000 point has been reached already by Hersus. They don't want to let off this a team of the Dragon that easily. And there goes takedown against ZQT. Tiger, trying their best to go for the elimination, and with a double capture, increase the rate that they have. Oh, surprise hit from behind. Chalk, another surprise. But Tiger, is already mad for what he did when he did that earlier, and he will not be letting that go.
Yeah, it just got 2 kills straight there without even dying, and it continues up the rally and holding down one lane that the Dragons would provide and would need to actually spot down information if ever Hershey's will try to go for that long rotation over towards the home base of the Dragons. Seems like they're going to be forced back to their spawns. Mid-map fully in control for the Dragons, and every time someone gets sent out here in the front of the main entrance, everybody is going to get swarmed by the 3 players allowed by the Dragons on the front. And now you see Hershey's going into attack the backside, going in for the Dragons A flag.
Yeah, let's see if the A Alpha will be captured right now. 2 was able to cross over, and Tiger, dealt with them, but unable to stop them in their approach. But as you can see, Death will be meeting his death at this point. But not only that, 2 will be welcoming the player of a Tiger. Chalk will be choking it down right now with only a few HP, and Tiger, still survive.
Yeah, he's just on a nightmare, man. It's a nightmare spree. He's just giving everybody, this bullets. Winning every gunfight is a must. If you have lost the first round and the Dragons able to get that lead change going on, only needing 600 points to win this battle. Tiger solo carrying this team by just preventing players from attacking that mid-map and their home flag.
What they're doing right now is letting Tiger get that information, and the moment that Bravo has been cleared out of any contention coming from Hersus, that's where they stack over onto the Alpha. But Hersus right now had a plan to go in against this teams guarding Bravo, and Nops is being gunned down, but on the other side, a hit is being done from Tiger. Not only that, ZQT is being chased by Nops right now. It is revenge time for Nops.
Yeah, just 300 more points now for Dragons. Again, holding down this B-side push is essential. Just try to buy time until you reach a 1,900 point mark, and then you're just gonna need to defend your home flag. Again, nice adjustments coming in for the Dragons after they lost map number 1. A 2-1 defeat that they just faced, and they provided us with a great comeback, trailing behind on the first set of this domination and having an amazing end with Tiger getting all of these attacks to go through and being the overall MVP, intercepting everybody he sees on his crosshair, and that will be map number 2 said and done.
Map number 2 being done. When we thought the Dragons are easing up on this games, they paid Hersus back from what happened from that Annihilation game. And it's not only that, we've seen a different approach this time. They were at the low in terms of points, like double Hersus has doubled the number in terms of points that Dragon has, but they know the timing. They know how they can play it so that they will be able to catch up once they go in for a double capture. structure. And they did so. Not only that, protected that Alpha and that Charlie side, making it difficult for Hersus to catch up once a double cap has been done. It's 2 games already. Both wins from both sides being done in a central shopping mall. Now, let's see if there will be any changes happening in the Western District, because that's where we're going to jump in for another Annihilation as well as another Domination game. But in a bit, we're going to look at what the stats is for that game. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of damage being dealt with by both teams.
I'm looking forward to how much damage the Tiger Rip had on this battle. And would you take a look at that? 69k damage, 10 knockdowns, the highest by any player in this domination battle. Chalk had the second highest with 4k, but times 2, it still will not be enough to beat Tiger Yap. That's how insane this guy is, intercepting almost everybody he sees at the B flag and at the Alpha flag.
Yeah, and also now, quite surprised as well to Chalk's performance. I guess the motivation from that Annihilation, especially he led the way for a win for that Annihilation mode. So I guess that's a little bit of confidence for them. But hopefully that's not too much of a confidence for the side of Hersus, now that they will be humbled, tied down to 1 point each. Now, battle will continue. Another Annihilation. Mind games might be pulled out depending on how or where they will be placed in this map. But I won't be surprised if this will be a Dragon game, because they've played different tactics so far in so many instances in this Western District Annihilation.
And again, looking at their performance at the map 1 and map number 2, it was a night and day. Tiger Yap was really able to line things up. So that guy, you really have to take him out if you are Hersus at the start. That's how you won that map number 1 at Annihilation Central Shopping Mall. And you make that happen once again, it will be a lot easier just taking down almost every other player that this Dragons has in this roster. Again, it is going to be Hersus starting on the rooftop side. It's going to be initial advantage for them as the Dragon starts on the room.
Yeah, let's see if they will be utilizing this advantage of the damage and going in for the rush. CQD right now being caught, or was able to get Hey You in that bomb. T9 goes down 4v1 as quickly as that, and there goes a quick hit by Hersus.
Yo, they didn't even wait for 30 seconds to pass. They already finished that gunfight. And again, take down Tiger Yap up the start, you win the battle.
This is Hersus in a different light of day. I mean, they're showing up right now. They know the aggressiveness of Dragons, so they're fighting it with aggressiveness as well. But as you can see, the approach of Tiger Yep and the rest of Dragons right now is not going in straight, but going in for the backstab. So I don't think they will be expected right now, but blinded as it is, Tiger Yep received the damage, and the team of Hersus slowly faltering down. Hey, you right now trying his best to go for that heal. Hersus was unable to recover one of their players. Tiger Yep dealing with death, and death goes down.
Yeah, that's the 2 players knocked down now for Hersus. This just gets a lot better for the Dragons because they are now playing with numbers advantage in their hand. Close range combat. Tiger Yip, you give him the opportunity to close down the distance. He's gonna take some players along with him. But not Steezy able to take down ZQD. Just only needing a few more shots to connect here, and it's over. Tiger Yip back to his feet, and it's gonna be some trades going through. 2 players from Hersus already out, but the Dragons gets all of this domination.
And one remains. Let's see if it will last. It doesn't, and it's now 1-1 on this course right now. I love the approach being done by Dragons. And again, this is different tactics overall. Now, this time they will initiate right now on the damage. Let's see who will be showing up on this end. A little bit of delay in coming into the center, but I guess this has been read by Hersus already. They pulled this out from phase number 2. So let's see if they can spot anyone from the mid or probably on left-hand side of their spawns, because they will not be jumping in on that room side just yet.
Again, looking at this battles, man. Dragon, round number 2, they went in for a flank. This time, playing it slow. They will not get that rooftop control. They're going to be staying on the parking garage. And they will just throw out Hersus here. And maybe deal tons of this damage. You got Tiger Yep on your screen, trying to get some shots to connect here. That sniper.
Sniper indeed. It's a good thing he was able to get away. Otherwise, they are the ones being pressured in terms of a point. And there goes a
Ooh.
hit, but also respond on the hit as well. I guess it's just too much on the damage that he has to pull out. But when I'm looking at it, they have more of damage dealt already, and they can set it back, wait for
Yeah.
damage to run over to their spawn.
I think a plus 500 damage is favoring Dragons here at the moment. Now they just don't want to let themselves get spotted here. Now a minute and 42 is gonna be the time left here, and Hersus is now about to try to plan a strike. Going in towards the left side of the parking garage, ZQD will be the first one in line. They have spotted one guy already on the top side of the parking garage. And again, getting these eliminations is important because they're the ones at a disadvantage here.
T9 is the one who was able to spot ZQD, and there you go. Foam bomb has been thrown, but ZQD goes down. And let's see if there will be response being done by the team of Hersus at this point. Nobs right now being healed at the moment as he deals with death as well as Nobit. And there goes another one going down for the side of Hersus. Nobit and the drones will try to go out and leave this area because they don't want to let it go that easily. They will try to pull in the team of the Dragons to their favor.
Yeah, Restoration Field already gone. And now they got height disadvantage that they're currently going around, right? This is currently Nobs TZ trying to make a break inside of the top side of the building. And now they spot Nobit, who's going to be the healer. Oh my god, he is going to get knocked down. It is over. Tiger Yep and the Dragons takes map number 3. And to think about that they have to actually plan out another strategy, a backup plan, just to fight Hersus. You really know that this is really a tough fight that they are fighting at the moment.
Definitely. I mean, Hersus is just using the same tactics that we've seen overall from the other teams. But the Dragons always have something up their sleeve. And given that they can risk it from the final moment of that game, Nobs really rush in trying to gun down Nobith, which is the usual tactics right now to take down the healer so that there's little to no chance for them to recover. But it was quite surprising that Hersus fell for that trap. I know they tried to hold on to that mid area so that they can plan an approach against the team of Dragon, but they fell for the trap of showing up, especially in the center, because no one was moving in onto the stairs, the first area that Tiger Yep was guarding, and the only thing that they can do right now is wait for the middle. But Tiger Yep, our MVP, with 6 knockdowns, 1 down, and 61,000 on the damage.
Yeah, but you also need to highlight Nobs TZ here for being able to provide those early engage, especially at round number 2 on the rooftops. He dealt most of the damage there, while Tiger Yep was busy trying to get down and waiting for that revive from Hey You. But again, overall damage to the favorite Dragons there. Now they are up 2-1 on the overall series at match point. One more game, and they're going to be able to advance to the grand finals and send down Hersus to the lower bracket.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to change the pace of the game, or will Hersus be able to change the pace of the game in this in this domination mode? Because so far it has been tied already on the annihilation mode. I mean, Hersus grabbed the first point, the first round in that central shopping mall, and it was reversed on domination in that same map. But when they jump into Western District, it is the Dragons who was able to grab the first point. So if the same tactics will be used by the Dragons, similar to the previous one, then they might be at a loss, like ending this match or this game on a 3-1. Hopefully that's not the case. We want Hersus to have a fighting chance.
Yeah, Hersus, again, they need to go for that map number 5. I mean, they've already been there when they went up against Pro Sabibi, where they lost, actually, right? That's why they're set at the lower bracket. But again, they will not be familiar to being down. Again, they are going to be the underdogs heading into this map number 4, Western District Domination. The Dragon starts the game off with the B-side capture already kicking in, but they got the spot down ZQT and take him down first.
Nob's already in front, but ZQD trying to gun them down in here. A little bit of backstab leader roll with that melee. And as you can see, the chaos that's ensuing right now. Restoration field and healing being done. The middle and still unsure is going to take over on this Bravo. No captures happening just yet, but a little bit of those falling down is being recovered that quickly.
Yeah, we got some Ursus attacks going through ZQT now. Only needing a few more points to get this B-side captured and get that 2 flags initiated for them and try to extend that lead off of this early game. But you gotta be consistent with that. Have to make sure that every attack and every defense will remain strong because the Dragons are about to pounce.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to pound strong, but they are being pounded as well in this battle. Alpha and Bravo being taken by Ursus right now, and let's see if they can maintain this whole Tiger. Yep, despite of T9 being taken by that foam bomb, still managed to try and beat down Nobit, who is a healer for the team of Ursus. So the battle continues right now, but takeover is being done by Ursus as they have more scores, more points to their side. But this is the best timing that the Dragons has. It's similar to what we've seen earlier. It's just that they need to maintain the hold in this area, and they're trying to stop ZQD in taking that Charlie.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ursus, they already got the plan start out, right? They want to go for a 2-prong approach. They want to take that Charlie flag, but then again, they're going to be met by the objective player coming in from Dragon. That's going to be T9, able to stop that push, and now they got to bring back the players on the rooftop. It's going to be going guns blazing once again. With Tiger up there, you are never safe.
Yeah, and this is one thing that we've seen so far, and I mentioned this so far. If you're going to go for a double capture, you will be best on a Bravo Charlie, because in a Charlie side, despite of you trying to guard the area on that, or coming from the Bravo side, if you're trying to guard the area of Charlie, you have a little bit of covering for you to take them down, and that is what they're doing right now, especially Tiger. Yep, it's a 1v2 situation, but he will be able to gun them down from distance, not really risking so much of them getting away from that Bravo, but the points is still being reeled in by Ursus at this point. CQD managing to survive, but T9 is already in there in the point and will try to go in, continue to capture on that Charlie.
Yeah, they're trying to stop the guy Chalk from getting this attack at the Charlie side. They're trying to go for the beatdown, and Tiger on just this long range, able to work it up and go for some damage. But Chalk again able to sustain his life out there, but not anymore. As the 2-for-1 attack just favors the Dragons. Now they are about to reach the 1,000-point mark, but it's still going to be Ursus with that lead. So they're gonna have to play it scrappy and maintain this consistency in defending this mid-map as well as their home flag.
Definitely, I mean, mid-map is where you will find Tiger. Yep, he will not be leaving this place. Nobit will try to push it through, but will not be successful though. Death will try as well on the other side. But as you can see, it is now about time for a tiebreaker at this point. It's getting in a reversal on the lead, and the Dragons in a few seconds will take it. It's now tied. It's now going in for the double capture. That is favoring the Dragons.
It's a race to 2,000 points once again with the Dragons now already having that lead. Tiger Yep and crew holding down the mid-map, but they also send down 2 players to hold down the Charlie flag. They know that there's going to be an attack happening there with a play set up for Ursus. That's going to be ZQT doing the front man. And again, Tiger Yep just provided that long-range support for Heyu, his teammate. This was holding down the fort.
And Chalk right now will try to push through once again, and I'm seeing the rotation being done for those trying to capture Charlie. ZQD rush in, and Chalk will be in the backup, and knowing that only one will be trying to guard it with the help of Tiger, yeah, they might be able to take over that solo person, but Chalk will be going down. T9 jumps in, and ZQD will be hit, but he goes down, and there we have it. T9 managed to survive once again, and they are still in lead.
Yeah, they are, but the 2 flags is currently in the hands of Ursus. Now the Dragons needs to contest. Tiger Yip in front. Close range battle against 2 players. He's going to get overwhelmed, but his teammates not easy there to back him up and get the shots to go through. It's a race to 2,000 points. It is going to be close. Who wins this battle takes this map, of course, but the Dragons just needing one more map to finish it off and advance to the grand finals and eliminate Ursus.
And let's see if they can continue this on. Now it's quite tied.
Oh,
Reversal is being done and taken by Hearses. So let's see if Dragons will be able to pull out another reverse. And they did. It is now getting close to 1,900. And if they continue on in this Bravo and Charlie capture, it will be ending in a few seconds. And there we have it. The Dragons turned around in the nick of time and they grab another point.
and amazing stuff coming in from them, and that will wrap things up on this best of five. They lost the first map, then won the next three. Western District obviously going to be a lot better for this squad, but it had to go down to the wire where they had to play a 2,000 to 1,900 finish, right? And again, nice adjustments from them. They attacked that B flag capture timely with Tiger Yep and Obsteezy in there, providing those initial engage. And with the hill coming in from Hey You, made it so much easier for them to overwhelm the players inside of that flag and actually gain control.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love the approach. I love the point that you mentioned. I love the approach of Tiger Yep and controlling the Charlie side. I mean, T9 has been assigned to go in and stay in Charlie with Tiger Yep trying to gun down those chasing him, like go those chasing T9 out. He still managed to survive. It looks like it's a 1v2, but Tiger, yep, has that accuracy to bring it to one or a 2v2 from a distance. So good play indeed for Tiger. Yep, maintaining his capacity of going back and forth from looking at Bravo and Charlie, and that is how they got that game. Now, as you can see, Nobs, we didn't see much of Nobs in this battle, but 11 knockdowns and close or 97,000 on the damage, but it's more of how they position themselves as well as play, switching over to that Bravo and Charlie that brought them that game.
I couldn't agree more, right? The Dragons, again, were able to evolve into their new form. Remember, Herses had to make them play a new set of play style. They had to play smarter in order for them to win this battle. And Herses, it's a nice try from them, but they will be sent down to the lower bracket as we see the Dragons will be the first team to advance to the grand finals. A best of 7 awaits them later on.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Dragons, yes, they falter a few maps, a few matches, but they still maintain their like straight to the grand finals battle. And Herses right now going against the Boss Falcons. Hopefully the Boss Falcons has a lot that they put in the time of doing the homework because Herses is not that easy to beat. Literally, from the initial part of this game, we saw that they beat down the Dragons on that Annihilation, and I don't feel that they will be slowing down despite of going against Indonesia's the Boss Falcon.
Yeah, they're most likely gonna end up, being able to overwhelm this annihilation. But there, it is where we need to see them is going to be on the domination because that's where they kind of struggled in closing things up against the Dragons. Right, they had two chances and they missed the chance of actually taking that victory because they cannot intercept Tiger Yep when he is out there slaying. But of course, there's no Tiger Yep in the Boss Falcon, so they might have it easier or they might not have it. They might have it not because again, you just lost up against the Dragons in a hard-fought battle, and now your momentum is kind of in a 50-50 state. Now we're gonna be having a long break here because we're gonna be seeing the calls play. Now you have to prepare and keep your mental game positive before we start the bronze match.
Yeah, well, we have a few as well. Not only just the players, as you mentioned, a little bit of long break for them because we have a few show match coming from the KOLs that will be happening later on. So it's a good chance for them to review what happened, especially for those coming in lower bracket and for the Boss Falcons to be exact, to review what happened with the Battle of Dragons and Hersus, as well as for Hersus to rest it out after that grueling match. So right now, we are just waiting for confirmation on what will be happening in terms of the KOLs or the KOL matches. And this is where some of the Filipino players will be coming
Yeah.
back as well. And I guess I asked earlier what should I say for the viewers out there from the Philippines. I guess Pinas lang ang sakalam. That is where we're going to see later on the KOL match.
Yeah, and Reikio is going to be playing there. One of the best Philippine players for Garena Undawn. So you don't want to miss the action there. He'll be playing with another KOL for the Philippines. So that will be interesting because the KOL matches is not just any fun match. It's also competition. If you win, you play at the grand finals of the KOL battles. And yeah, a chance for you to flex on the other region is on the line here for the streamers.
Yeah, well, we're going to go and continue the match later on. For now, we're going to go for a quick break. When we return, the matches continue.
I don't wanna feel I'm in the wrong place to be real. Oh, and I'm longing to love you just for a night, kissing and hugging and holding you tight. Please let me love you with all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And this is still Undawn All Stars. We just witnessed match number 12 for Dragons was able to beat down Hersus in this fight. But they will be waiting later for grand finals as the battle continues for the teams participating in here in the All Star battle. But before we go there, we're going to go for a few of the KOL matchup. Not only that, we just returned, and again, another set of codes is available for everyone who has been supporting our broadcast right now. The numbers are 7542, and it will be preceded by All Star. So All Star 7542. Make sure that you capture that as well as the first one that we released earlier, because the pinned comment can only occupy one of the codes.
Yeah, also make sure you guys absolutely redeem that because that's going to be great giveaways. And we're going to be giving later more of these giveaways, right? So we got to make sure that you follow, like, and share us on our official live stream. And also do share our live stream right now so that you guys get to redeem our milestone a lot faster than what we usually have, right? And
Yeah.
again, that will be said and done. Make sure you redeem that. And now we're heading into, the next two matches that we're going to have here, which is going to be a region showdown between these KOLs, a best of three. Still going to be Annihilation, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to what kind of dominance are we going to be seeing in this battles that we're going to be having right up next.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, KOLs, I am hoping that they will be moving similar to what we have in here in the pro scenes of this tournament, because they've spent so many times playing on Dawn, and you know how it is. I mean, even when you're dealing with PvE, you need to have a little bit of that movement to get away and fight off all those zombies. Not only that, they also have time to go in for those quests in that PvP. So let's see if that is something that we are going, like, that will be similar to the pro teams that we watched earlier. But for now, this is a chance for Hersus to rest up, a chance for the Boss Falcons to catch up on their homework and plan an approach against Hersus for that for the chance for the bronze match battle. And well, really excited on how that's going to turn up. Also excited on who's going to play it out in our KOL matchup. And there we have it. The teams will be Indo Pride from Indonesia and Tabrak Masuk from SGMY.
Yo, we have mods playing here, so big shout out to Kolohime and Blue for being here, right? But yan, Yolo, Kanda, and Insta playing here for MYSG. They are players for the pro scene, so this will be interesting. Best of three action gonna be in line, and Indo Pride, they might just be the team favorite to actually take this one away, as they have quite, an amazing set of talents and KOLs there. Remember, again, do sub into Tuzi, Peachy Gaming, Bastan, and Dev Day. They have their own TikTok live stream and they have their own TikTok page. So if you guys want to see more action from them, you gotta make sure you check in their TikTok live accounts.
Yeah, and this is one thing that this might be able to give us a gauge on like who has the most potential? Because imagine we have two coming from YOLO who played tournaments in Undawn All Stars, but we also have moderators who's joining us coming from the SGM region. Now, from the side of Indonesia, these are KOLs, and I mentioned there will be a few more. They had a few more of time playing in game. Thus, they also have much experience in fighting it out. So I think we have a little bit of news, and there will be a little bit of change though. So it is not Mod Blue who will be playing because of some technical issues, and he will be replaced, or he or she will be replaced by NZL from Yellow.
Okay, that will be, 3 players from YOLO. Okay, mod called Hime. You will be carrying the team. You will be the captain. Just command this YOLO players to go up against the Indo Pride. Again, going to be a battle between regions. And this KOL match will serve as like a fun match, actually. And just try to gauge how much is really the difference between the pro scene and our amazing streamers from all over the APAC region. And again, it's just all about having fun here and also having a friendly competition. Whoever wins this best of 3 again will be playing at the grand finals on the KOL match later on. And now here we go, Annihilation. Let's get it started.
Let's get it started right now. So we have Indo Pride and TTM, and I won't be surprised if anyone will be pulling off a melee battle in the middle of this square, because again, KOLs, it's more of a show match and a chance to have fun. But I think NZL has already showed up, and Hambo already taking the lead, trying to take them down. But on the far side, there goes the damage against Tuzi, and will almost go down, but shows up Mihambo in there. Kanda is doing his best to go in and hit them from all sides.
Mihambo's name reminds me so much of a Kanye West music, right? Mihambo, sit down. Yeah.
Speaking of sitting down, the one that's taking down has sit down already for the side of Tabrak Masu. Another one bites the dust. Only one remains, but NZL it be taken down. KOLs from Indonesia has won the first match. Let's see if they'll be able to take another.
Again, Tabrak Masuk, who's the name of the SGMOI team, right? That's hit in. That's gonna be their name. Okay, they want to just go for this hit, but it has been Indo Pride that has been able to dominate, right? I think Tuzi having the name of the God of War just provides so much boost for this team. He has been grinding. Look at those skins, looking so available here for them at the moment. They got the mid-map control. Again, Mihambo will not sit down. He will be in the middle of the mid square garden, tanking and getting all this information on the main entrance from the side of Tabrak Pasok.
Good angle though being taken by Kanda, and a little bit of nade being thrown onto him. Tuzi for a hit against 2. No one's going down just yet. Now let's see if they'll be able to go in up close. Kanda almost going down, but there goes Basa being red and being taken down as well. And Basa still was revived. A trade-off has been done, and Tuzi right now going against 2.
Wow, nice shots here coming through for Kanda. Tried to finish him off. Mihambo closing the distance down with the gun shield, but he's gonna get himself escape. But Kanda will be shot down. Oh, the teabag! The teabag for Tuzi to win the game as well.
Indo Pride takes that win, and hopefully you did enjoy that battle, because it's not only one series of that KOL match, and there's just a few more that is offered for you. But I guess Indo Pride, it really shows that they spent so much time playing it out. Not only that, in preparation for this PvP, I guess they also spent time in going in live stream and also playing against each other, because from what we've seen, their communication is quite well.
Yeah, they were just pushing in. Obviously, there has to be something planned on the back end here for this squad, right? And I feel like they're not just having fun here. They're about to take over the KOL matches that we got here today. And that will be funny, because This Indonesian players, right? They really are
Yeah.
competitive, and yeah, Indo Pride really embodies that name. It embodies the play style for them here as they win the first map.
Yeah, and there you have it. We have Mihambo, Basa, Picha, and Tuzi right there winning the first match, the first fun match. And I guess it was fun. We saw a little bit of action in there, but also a little bit of trolling towards the end. And guys, please check out their socials. And as Callie mentioned, they are live streaming their games. Now we have Tabrak Masuk, who didn't win that first annihilation mode, but Kanda and NZL as well as Insta together with Cold Hime will be was able to fight against them, but not so much of a tough fight for the team of Indo Pride. But again, it's a fun match for them, so hopefully they did enjoy.
Yeah, but it is not over, right? I mean, being teabag is not going to be enjoyable, so they will want to actually get in there in the mix and put this team on the blender when we hop into our map number 2, because it is going to be quite a challenge for them to just go out and 2-0, right? And we're going to be playing all annihilation match, and we're going to be heading into another map later on. But for now, let's take a look at our match results. Tuzi, MVP with the title of the God of War on his screen. That's gonna be him with 30,000 damage here.
Yeah, 30,000 damage, followed by Mihambo, the 26,011 from Baza. And Pika, I guess, just dealing with those healings, still doing the same approach that we've seen from pro teams. Gold Huime, on the other hand, if I'm not mistaken, is the one trying to do the healing from their side, or I might be
Yeah.
wrong. But again, that is Team YOLO joining Cold Hime in that fly. But it's just the first battle that we have right now. A lot more will be shown later on. And for those of you guys who are enjoying as well, supporting all this KOLs, make sure that you like and share the streams, because a lot more will be offered in this matches. And I guess we're going to go for another annihilation match in a bit, just letting them to wait it out. Will there be any changes in terms of map, or will it be the same?
We're looking at it here right now, right? I mean, there has
Mhm.
to be some changes here just to provide us some sort of, another refreshing take on this
Yeah.
map. Because if you take a look at Central Shopping Mall, that was dominated
Yeah.
by the side of Indo Pride. So at least maybe a new map setting that has more verticality here would favor a team like Tabrak Massacre. But we'll be able to find out when we head into the battlefield. But one thing more than likely, I feel like Indo Pride, they are out here trying to win the battle, and they would
Mhm.
want to advance to the finals of this match.
And this is where as well we try to see, similar to what we keep telling everyone from the broadcast and the pro battle that we had earlier. If they can take a page of book from those engagements, especially with the tactics, then they can use it in their PvPs. And I guess the KOLs are doing the same thing. Earlier we saw a
Ooh.
healer on their side, we have a rusher, and they are taking position, and they're similar to what we've seen the pros play.
Yeah, like Mihambo is just doing the Tiger Grip strategy here, being the first one in, when Tuzi being not easy right for the Dragons. But again,
Mhm.
looking at the attacks lining up here at the moment, they are going to be stacking the rooftops. It is going to be an all-out battle between these two squads. Rooftop battle about to commence, and you can see the attacks just lining up right now.
Yep, ang Kanda. Let's see if this will be a beautiful battle for Kanda at this point. One goes down
Oh.
for Indo Pride, and here comes the rush. Tuzi right now trying to fight back, balancing the battles, balancing the fight on
Nice.
a 3v3. And there we have it, 3v3. Make that 3v2 right now. And
Oh, no.
Tabrak Masuk just going in and just striking out.
Yeah, Mihambo is still alive here. It's still going to be a 2v3. And finally, we see Tabrak Masuk take it in and win that round. This is what we're talking about, right? A change of map means a change of pacing and playstyle. And Tabrak Masuk will be able to take that one away. And using and utilizing the frontman as Kanda really made it so much easier for them to win that first round.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Kanda right now took over the left side of the area earlier. This time going in the right
Ooh.
side. A little bit of headshot action coming from Kanda. Ang Kanda ng tutok.
Sobra pare, Tuzi! Coming here, man. He's back. Oh my god, the speed boost is insane. Cole Dimi about to get shot down. He is the first one to go out. NZL gets started as well. And the team up and the chaos ensues. And Tuzi ends it in just mere seconds.
And I love how that's being done. I mean, you rush in, throw a foam grenade, and then just stop them in their heels, surprising them in their approach. Now it's tied right now, 1-1. Let's see if YOLO team from the open rooftop area will be able to change the pace of the game, because we just saw Tuzi just speed run that battle.
Yeah, it's just dashing his way in through, dribbling, and just nailing down the defense. Fortified there by Tabrak Masuk on the port, the generator side on these rooftops, and now you can see him still do tons of damage here. Still no going to be any attacks to line up for Indo Pride, but they do have one player of them.
Who?
Two players of them actually knocked down.
Indo Pride right now going for the rush. Special 2Z right now is a good chance to balance it up. One goes down for the side of Tabrak Masuk, but recovery has been put in. Kanda
What?
right now dealing that damage and ending this game. And they have this second round for the KOL match one.
Yeah, nice adjustments for them, right? Finally able to communicate a lot better. They did win round number 1 and round number 3, so it's gonna be great with that. Kanda was, I feel like, the MVP of that match. But Tuzi on the other side really has tons of potential to become a pro player. That dude was dashing his way forward like a madman and scoring kills to top that all off.
Exactly. I mean, even earlier, I was quite surprised that the jiggle is working for them. The jiggle peak is working for them. We didn't see that so much from the other players who's going in for the tournament part of this Undawn All Star. So that's one thing, to get a few of those hits or probably maintain those accuracy while avoiding getting a headshot. So let's see if that can be used later on. Most of the players, especially using that jiggle peak, is mostly in the mobile side. So as we are just waiting for the next battle to move on for this first KO match, we also have a few more surprises for you. So please, just please like and share the stream. Invite everyone who hasn't been here just yet to watch the broadcast, because a lot more will be offered.
And now we get to take a look at the stats here between these two squads, right? Insta MVP of Tabrak Masuk with 5 knockdowns and 46k damage. But Indo Pride, Tuzi again, playing like a pro, gets himself the MVP on the other side. But a nice win here to actually even up the series on this best of 3, where now you're going to have to play another Annihilation Central Shopping Mall, where the winner advances to the next round. There's going to be a lot on the line here for these two teams.
Yeah, a lot in the line indeed. And yeah, that's one more matches between these two teams. So KO, the mods plus YOLO against the KOS from Indonesia. Well, they are now tied on the scores, and let's see who will be able to grab this point. Again, a lot of potential from both teams. And we're talking about YOLO, who was introduced from the first part of this tournament, that is the group stages, Insta and ZL, as well as Insta and ZL, and I missed out, but Mod called him. Called him in there. And there, so there's a few potential of a different approach coming from these guys, but surprisingly, I mean, the KOLs from Indonesia really don't want to put up. They don't want to give up all those matches as well, and see a lot more of excitement from them in this battle. So can't wait. Well, can't wait because it's already on. So the battle, game number 3, is already starting.
Yeah, Indo Pride, I mean, I just realized they're playing up against pro players, man. So taking away that map number 1 was insane. So now it's going to be all about trying to close your distance in, because Kanda has been terrifying with this sniper in this long range. So you need to close that distance down and try to take them as fast as you can on this close range with the help of Tuzi, who can dart his way in through.
And they were pushed out of the central square. NZL receiving a lot of damage right now, but Tuzi also needs to back out. And as you can see, Kanda is going in for the heal, and let's see if they can smash another headshot in a bit. 2 minutes remaining for on the clock right now between these two teams. No one's going down, but Kanda out in the open was able to damage Tuzi, but it's a good thing a heal has been done behind him.
Yeah, but again, the shots connecting, the mid-map control that we got here from Tabrak Masuk. Insta already in a great position, trying to be that front man while providing Kanda that opportunity to provide this team that long-range support. Now, shots coming in again from Tuzi. They know that there's some guys in there at the map that they're not going to try to make a wrap, just holding down their fort. But now you can see the push coming in now for Tabrak Masuk as they close the distance down. It's going to be tougher for this team to actually sustain their lives out there.
Shield has been brought up, Insta being gunned down, but Tuzi is still hunting NZL in the front lines. And Mihambo being shot out right now. Let's see if they'll be able to survive. A little bit up close and personal, but they don't want to be caught off guard because the moment they get too close, they might be stuck in the corners. As you can see, Tuzi moving in once again. And the same tactic that we've seen earlier. Gunda might be going down. It's a good thing that the restoration field has been put up, but this is not working for them. 3v2 situation. Make that 3v2 Insta being hit once again, but recovered instantaneously.
Tuzi, he is on to hot to take this final guy out with the grenades and the shotgun, trying to finish things off and win round number 1 on this map number 3. Tuzi finds at least 3 knockdowns in there. This guy needs to be signed by the Garena Undawn team, man.
That is insane. No, we don't see that. I believe the skill is not available for pro teams in here playing for the championship of the Undawn All Stars. But if it is so, that would be so OP. Imagine going in for the rush, probably grenade launcher on hand, and you'll be able to beat them down to surprise. So let's see if that can be repeated by Tuzi right now. A little bit of healing is needed, but Mihambo is receiving a few of those damage as well.
Again, just like what we saw for the round number 1, just being passive is what these two teams in. Relying more on the sniper plays from Kanda to actually, put some sort of advantage for them to keep that pressure ongoing. And Mihambo almost gets taken down in there. And with them just playing through with the restoration field they had, they're looking for that knockdown.
Yeah, knockdown is being found or being looked for right now, and start receiving a lot of damage, needs to recover as well. Now, for those of you watching right now, these KOLs are just showing the different side of the PvP battle. Because as mentioned earlier, some of the skills are not available for the pro scene, for those moving in onto the Undawn All Stars. Thus, this is just a preview of what else you can take in this battle, and love that there's a showcase of this match or other skills in this match as well. But speaking of showcase, Kanda has been showcased so much and needs a little bit more of help for the teammates because Insta almost halfway through on that HP, but it's a good thing they were able to recover.
Yo, this is a minute 15 seconds left here, and we're not seeing any attacks to happen now. But Tuzi making that long wrap around towards the side of the central shopping wall, and this shot connects. It is going to be chaos.
Yep, definitely chaos indeed. Mihambo distracting them from one side, a little bit of charge action, and here we go, another speed run and rush by Tuzi. Let's see who will be the target at this point. They found not so much of opening. Kanda will be spotted. I guess it is a hunt for Kanda at this point for the side of Tuzi.
Yeah, Kanda has been amazing, right? And right now, they're going in for the healer here. And Cold Hime almost about to get taken down. But there's just so much health restored. And Tuzi's taking some time to actually go in for the kill here. And but he's evening all those shots with incredible marksmanship. Even with that movement on, he's been able to knock down 2 players. Tuzi is on a spree.
Tuzi almost down. Only a few HP recovery is needed for his side. But if he survives, it will be chaos. But Tuzi goes down. Baza will be hit. And let's see if NZL survived this as well. And he did. Baza will be taken out. It's tied 1-1 for this match number 3 of the KOLs.
Wow, that was just close. Talk about Tuzi trying to carry this team into victory, but Tabrak Masuk just a lot better and tried to close things out. Kanda was able to sustain his life out there, and his teammates able to convert the kills onto Mihamo and the other
Mhm.
two players that we have here for the Indo Pride. Picha again has to step things up as the healer here just to make sure Tuzi really is able to tank those damage and actually go in for these eliminations.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the thing is, Tusi's quite so fast that even their healer is unable to catch up to him. But with that approach, especially with that shotgun that he's using earlier, I mean, there's so much damage that he can deal. Tusi received a lot of damage as well. Kinda needs a little bit of healing from the side and will be shot at from that corner, but he has a good view of two right now, and let's see if he can deal a few more. Probably get in a knockdown.
And they're really like being overwhelmed by the sniper here by kinda, and every player that just decides to go and peek at least their armor will have to be shattered or they're going to be down to their low HP, right? Mihambo has always tried to take that pick onto Kanda and has always made it easier for him to connect those shots by just picking those tight corners, which is gonna be around the base of where we have Indo Pride actually trying to put their sanctuary on this first initial seconds and minutes on this battle.
First half of the game of this match is already over. We're counting down to 1 minute and 23 seconds, and Tusi is trying to do the same approach together with Mihambo going in onto the left hand side for the flank. Hopefully, it will be successful this time around because didn't work earlier when they tried to do it. Mihambo received a little bit damage, especially coming from Kanda. And again, as I mentioned earlier, ang Kanda ng tutok niya. He is not letting go of any accuracy at this point, and NCL is trying to go and get some information or probably tank everything that will be brought in by Indo Pride.
Yeah, this is the final match once again on this best of three. You win this match, you advance to the next stage. For you as a KOL, you would want to have some friendly competition. You want to have that gloating experience where you can say, I am better than you in this battle. So eat it up, man. But so far, 36 seconds is left. Indo Pride trying to make this work, but kinda has just been amazing for the side of Tabrak Masuk, and they're going in for those kills, and the gunfights needs to happen now.
Yeah, gunfights is happening, and the rush has been brought on. Kanda right now trying to defend against Tuzi, but one goes
Ooh.
down for the side of Indo Pride. NZL halfway through an HP and will still survive. That is with help of
Ooh.
Kanda at this point. And there we
But
have
look
it,
at-
another knockdown. Only 5 seconds remain. No one is going down permanently at this point, but the chase is on. Let's see who
One.
grabbed the point. Is it TGM
One.
or is it Indo Pride?
There was two knockdowns. There's one knockdown each for the squads. But it had, bro, I am so confused. We need to see the match results right
Yeah.
away. But I feel like
Exactly.
with all the damage that kind of was able to provide for
Mm.
Tabrak Masuk, I think they might have the edge of winning that round up. But we're gonna have to decide that one when we head into the match results. But what a close game that we have there. Tuzi was
Exactly.
insane, but Kanda on the other side also held his own.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of information. Having someone in there with good accuracy, especially in the biotic gun, can really brought in a little bit of motivation for the team of Tabrak Masuk. So it's still undecided. On our side, though, I'm pretty sure it's already evident as to who won that game from from our production side. So in a bit, we're going to see really who won that game, especially the MVP. Would it be Tuzi? Or would it be the side of the YOLO team, the YOLO and Mod team for SGMY, which is Kanda, who's really brought in a lot of damage, not only that, a lot of healing as well.
Yeah, also the MVP of round number 2, right? And
Yeah.
again, he's just one hell of a player. But with the players that he's going up against, which are KOLs, Tuzi was really shooting shots in there. He has that speed boost, and with the shotgun, makes it so much easier for him to actually delete the life count and the HP of the enemy that's going up against it, right? He's just running loose in there, even able to get some highlights. 2 piece and 3 kills on the 3 matches that played here in this Annihilation game mode that we got in store for you guys. Now let's take a look at who the winner is. Oh,
SGMY, Tabrak Masuk, got the win, and the MVP is Insta. at this point, and there you have it. We have
What?
SDMY turning things around after what we've seen Indo Pride did on them on the first round. But again, the closest that we have in there on that on the game number 3, it was down to the T, down to the time right now. And it's just both of the teams has a knockdown as well. So we really are unsure as to who will be grabbing that point until it shows up, or probably it shows up earlier on the point, but like on the scores above them. But it's quite quick on what happened right there.
Yeah, and again, it will be Tabrak Master will be advancing to the KOL finals. But now we got the Philippine team
Whoa.
coming right up next. It's Team Gilu. That's Jay-Z and Ryu, and the Philippines' arguably best player in Garena Undawn, Ray Keo. And we also got Heraldo in here.
Heraldo or KOL. Guys, please check out Heraldo's page. And also, if I guess, hopefully, the teams coming from the other members of Team Gili right now from the Philippines, hopefully they do have their pages available as well. So for those fans out there, especially those who know these players, will be moving in for that follow and also jumping into the stream. But since the first KOL battle is already over, it's time to reveal our next code right here. So for those of you waiting, here is the number. It is 8255, and that is for rare metal, guys. So the whole code is All Star 8255. So for those of you who are in here watching and listening in, congratulations, you already have your rare medals.
Yeah, and now we got, the team lineups here for Thailand, right? I mean, they got Likey, Deadeye, Song Chop Meow, and Smart Kungs. And again, I think this will be more competitive than what we had in that match one that we got from this KOLs. I feel like this is going to be very fun, especially with all the Annihilation matches we're going to be able to see. Ray Keo and Heraldo, I think the best duo coming in from Team Gilu that will match Deadeye and Som Chop Meow when we play this best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, real excited right now because the Philippine teams is back. The players from the group stages representing the Philippines are back. And again, this is where we see if pinaslang sa kalam in this battle. And though this is a KOL fun match, I'm pretty sure they're hungry to jump into the fight. Hopefully, since this is coming from different regions, hopefully they had good communication as well as practice before the game, because it will be difficult if they didn't meet up before this time and just jump in for the battle. Though it often happens, especially in PvP, but most of the time you jump in PvPs, like not tournaments, but in PvPs with your friends. So there's a lot more in terms of communication right there. But again, thank you very much for those liking, sharing the stream. A few more wouldn't hurt, so please do so, like and share.
Yeah, again, guys, the more the merrier here in our grand finals for today. Not only we do see that happen, but also from the KOL match. This is our last KOL match before we head into the KOL finals match, where we are seeing Tabrak Master waiting for the winner of this best of 3 between Taichi and Giliu. Now, Thailand versus the Philippines goes way back, right? And again, it's all about seeing how will Laigi and Heraldo play in this match, along with XEMP, Reikio, and Deadeye for their teammate.
Yeah, well, let's see. We have Reikio, Jay-Z coming from Panda, and Ryu coming from GRD. So a lot of fans are already coming back right here because or Team Giliu is being represented by all these players, and this is where they bring out that hunger that they've been holding on to coming from last week. So as you can see, we have Reikio and Team Giliu on the right-hand side. We have Taichi right here on the left-hand side. Smart Kungs taking the lead in the approach.
Does Reikio actually utilize that skin all throughout the Pace 1 that we had last weekend? Because that's a very unique skin to have. Mostly, we see the players actually utilize the girl skins, but man, this guy onto something, utilizing his own gun skills to actually beam down this early engage of the start.
Yeah, well, as you can see right now, a little bit of gunshots being done by Reikio and jiggle action also being shown. And there you have it. This is what I'm talking about, a little bit of jiggle peek. And will they be able to take down one of the
Oh my
players?
gosh.
Almost only a sliver of health, but was able to run away.
Oh, Rikio, he's onto something here. About to push in. You know that the guy there is actually down in low HP, and now he's extending out. And Thailand, Taichi needs to withdraw from their initial position because the damage is just insane. And Rio now teams up with his teammates, gets some shots in there with JZ. Just, again, dominating in terms of the gunfights.
Yep, Heraldo right now putting up the restoration field, holding there out as they approach that corner. But Reikio is already going in for the flank. Now let's see if Taichi will be surprised with a backstab. Foam bomb onto one, and here we go. A shot onto JC, but Heraldo trying to fire back. Heraldo being hit in the head right now, and it's not working for their side. Here comes the side of a team Giliu trying to fight back. Restoration Field is healing the team of Thailand. Only one remaining standing. Reikio trying to get away, and let's see if he'll be able to survive.
Oh no, there's no heal for him anymore. And now it's a 1v3 situation. Can he clutch it up? Oh, he is hiding. He's got the UAV to back it up. It's a 1v1 situation first. With some chap meow. Oh my god, the shots are connecting, but Reikio dancing, the movement is there, body hopping, flying through, but it's not enough as we got Taichi winning the first round.
Taichi winning the first round. You know how it is when you're doing Taichi. I mean, you have that energy flowing all throughout, and we just saw that coming from these players from Thailand. Now let's see if Team Giliu will be very, very, very cheerful and happy, because that's the name of their team. They should be happy. They should be cheerful right now, but I don't think they are because they received their first loss. Now Ronaldo, RKOL, let's see if they'll be able to show up this time. He's in the back end providing a little bit of support for his teammates.
Yeah, again, he knows this role, right? He has one of the best players individually, again, from Team Giliu. Again, Reikio, always been amazing in the Philippines. See that we got some early engage happening through Taichi. One of their players will be down. So Philippines has the upper hand here off the start.
And there he goes, Mike Kungs, the first one to go down, will be the first one to be taken out. Good chance for Team Giliu to grab the point, but rotation being done right now by the players from Taichi. But the chase is on. Here comes a little bit of drone action that would be stopped by Enryu. Here comes the push. Taichi losing another player. Only one remains. And let's see if Deadeye can run away.
That was just unfair. This guy's back against the wall, like literally a 1v4 situation. Does he have the dead eye to finish things up? No, it is over. Jay-Z and Heraldo's team winning round number 2, and we got ourselves overtime at the first Annihilation map.
And this is where it goes to the line, goes to the wire. Only one team, one game for the first Annihilation map. Now, as you can see, it's a different approach overall. Instead of taking the left turn, they are going in from the right and the mid target. Reikio almost taken down, only a few HP remaining. SVD action working well for Taichi.
Yeah, this is going to be an insane end. I mean, both of the squads not really inching to lose this battle. Now, we are seeing some adjustments happening here. Smart Cooks will be able to get taken down there by Heraldo, so that's going to be the first knockdown. Taichi down to their last 3 players.
2 players indeed, and Enryu a little bit up close, but the healing is being done on him. And as you can see, Chase is on Enryu right now, tanking everyone. No damage being dealt with onto Enryu. 2v4 situation, and here comes Enryu for the takedown, but we saw a little bit of jump action right here.
No.
But Enryu don't want to let Deadeye go. Another Deadeye hit with a melee, and let's see if he survives.
He's chopping him off like someone. My guy was Michael. That guy was Michael Myers on that last round.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're expecting, especially on a show match just like this. A little bit of melee action, especially you're dealing with one guy. Though another one from Team Gilu like fell down, but the rest of the players are just knifing them out or sorting them out. Not quite sure what weapon that is, but they're just milling them out or dead eye out from that game. It's quite a fun match, really, to watch these KOLs as well as these players fight it out.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Myers' gameplay is all I'm asking for this game. And for this team, it's already a one win for Team Gilio. But Taichi already had that. Has that potential to be great,
Yeah.
right? Their long range was insane, but they just got
Mhm.
picked off early. And Rio was able to sneak on by on that first map
Right.
and take down, you know, a player in Smart Kungs, which is
Mhm.
such a big blow for them for the Thailand squad because that's an early 3v4. And with that confidence coming in from Reikio and Heraldo, made it so much easier for them to finish it off on a 1v4, utilizing the machete and his melee weapons to get that job done and finish this battle at map 1.
MVP right now, Jay-Z with 6 knockdowns, 1 down, and 51k in the damage, followed by, if I'm not mistaken, that was Reikio with 60,000 on the damage. But it's not yet over for Team Gilio and Team Tai Chi. There's still another match that they will be moving in, and it will be on Western District. Is this a chance for Team Gilio to end this into matches, or will Tai Chi extend it for a game number 3? We'll have to find out in a bit. But again, fans out there from KOLs of both regions, hopefully you are jumping in here, watching the stream, liking and sharing the stream right now, because we need all those traction so that we can continue and go on in tournaments just like this.
Yeah, amazing. It's amazing stuff, right? Being happy to see the pro players and the KOLs all in one stream has to be one of the best things to happen for Garena Undawn. And I love what I'm seeing here for these teams, right? This is not just having fun, there's also competition and mind games that's being allocated here by these two squads. And again, Taichi facing eliminations needs to find a way to actually go in and win this map number 2 and force that map 3 overtime in this best of 3. Or so far, Reikio and rooftop control for the team. Looking to try to get all of this damage already. The guy is just leaning left and right and actually connecting all those shots like crazy.
Yeah, Regio is doing so, and I guess JC is also doing the same thing. We didn't see much of what JC has been doing, but I'm pretty sure if this goes on, he might still be the MVP. A little bit of healing being done inside of Tai Chi, and earlier before we switch over to the side of Tai Chi or Thailand, we are seeing Reikio going in for the flank. Now let's see if that will be successful. Smart Kong receiving a lot of damage right now, almost taken down.
Oh my god, now the push is coming in. Now the floodgates has been opened. Heraldo first to get shut down.
Ooh.
Nice shots from Taichi. 3v4.
3v4 situation now, a 3v3 recovery. Will it be coming in? No, it doesn't. 3v2 situation favoring Team Giliu. Smart Kungs hides out the spawns, and we'll have to find out if they'll be able to survive this. I guess Reiki already know what's happening.
Whoa!
Then being chased out by JC, and from both sides of the spectrum, they are being hunted. Gun down!
Wow.
There goes a quick scope by JC to take them down. Only one remains. JC goes down, and let's see if they can survive. No, there we have it. Team Gilio grab the first point.
Yo, they just dominated out with that sniper. I mean, 3 eliminations with a scope has to speak a lot on how much accuracy these teams have been allocating on this battle. But one thing more than likely that we are seeing here is that Team Gilyu, quite an all-star team, able to always open the floodgates and get this elimination sorted out, always getting those first bloods and converting it into round wins.
Hopefully the team Giliw got this from Lupang Hinirang. I almost says Bayang Magiliw right there for the title. But everyone knows it's Lupang Hinirang. That's the title. But let's go. There's no waiting anymore. JC for the flank. Goes in for the backstab. Chubby Pink is going down. Then I goes down as well. Only one remains. And JC is the guy who initiated the approach. They want to end it that quickly. And they did.
The shotgun in this game is just also insane, man. And JC was able to wrap it up with just finding those last 2 kills on that final game. And it is going to be a dominated battle here. Team Giliw advancing to the match up against Tabrak Tabak. Masuk, it is going to be an MYSG versus PH showdown at the KOL match finals later on. So you do stay tuned on that because that will be one hell of a match. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a pro versus pro because, again, MYSG has Team YOLO on their squad.
Mhm. Yeah, and representation from three teams coming from the Philippines as well as Heraldo in here, our KOL. But again, that is just the match number 2 of our KOL matchup, and I really love different side of the story, a little like a different side of the spectrum and on PvP, and hopefully there will be more of the KOLs. I mean, even if there are no tournaments, at least a PvP battle on a KOL side can bring more of excitement and more of the fans out there watching them play.
Yeah, and it's going to be amazing because not only there are going to be banters in there, also the fans will be looking into this other KOLs that they might just watch right after the stream ends on their favorite KOL here for Green on Dawn, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
that's gonna be amazing. And nice connections coming through. Now, speaking of the match results, it is going to be Gillo taking it over. Jay-Z. We all knew what happened. Those 2 knockdowns he got with that shotgun at that round number 2 was the deal breaker that helped
Mhm.
them win this battle.
And there you have it. There you have it. The game is over 2-0 right now on the board between the teams of Team Gilio and Team Tai Chi. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first couple of matches that we're going to see before we head over for what's up next. But again, we want to build that excitement. I'm real excited though. What's going to happen in the bronze match, because this is where we are going to see and dictate as well who's moving up. If anyone from the bronze match will be stretching this over until the final game of the series, then they have more potential to have that momentum moving over and challenge the dragons who came from the upper bracket.
Yes, yes. My mom picked out. I thought there was a ghost. I thought there was a ghost. But man, yo, anyways, it's a best of 7. It will be a long game. So you guys make sure you stay tuned on that because when we come back, it is going to be the bronze match.
Now I'm craving your body. Is this real? Temperatures rising. I don't wanna feel I'm in the wrong place to be real. Whoa, and I'm longing to love you just for a night, kissing and hugging and holding.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is still the Undawn All Stars, and what an all-star day it is. We just witnessed a couple of KOL matches for the fun match, and we've seen 2 teams advance to the final battle that will be happening later on. But as Callie mentioned before the break, we are now jumping into the bronze match. Once again, we will be the voices that you will be hearing all throughout the day. I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia. Together with me is Callie Gaming.
It's hers versus, the team that went down to the lower bracket, which is the Boss Falcons, who just fresh off of a victory up against Pro Sabibi with a 3-0 win, by the way. So
Mhm.
the dominance that they're going to be playing here is going to be very beneficial as they go up against Ursus, who gave the Dragons a tough time at the upper bracket. They had to play through another playstyle, relearn what they knew in order for them to counter the plays from Ursus. So this best of 7 guaranteed a long game. So they got to play it slow and not let that mental game falter on the first few sets of maps.
Yeah, but this is, well, we don't want to go slow because we want to go fast right now in giving out our rewards. So
Yeah.
we are now up to our 4th code right now. So for the 200 million viewers watching out there, This is the code. The numbers are 7976. It is preceded by All Star. Once again, the code is All Star 7976 as we take a review of the bracket overall. So this is what happened all throughout this matches from phase 2 up until phase 3, which is happening right now. And as you can see on the bronze match battle, that is where we decide who moves up to go against the dragon.
Yeah, and the thing here with, a team like the Boss Falcons have already met another Thailand team up there in the upper bracket where they lost up against the Dragons 3-0. Now, again, the playstyle was some sort of difference there. They were heavily dominated by the gunfights from Tiger Yep, but one thing for sure, when they were dropped by the lower bracket, they were able to change up the playstyle and opting for a more passive approach, taking bigger picture and playing those domination battles very well. Now, the Annihilation map and the game modes are going to be very crucial for them to win this match up against Ursus, who we know loves to play it scrappy at his domination matches.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love scrappy gameplays right now. I mean, it's unreadable. You don't know where they will be coming from, but still, if you go in a little bit more scrappy, even your teammates might be thrown off in how you're playing it. So it needs to be scrappy in the sense that you're unreadable by your opponents, but communication is the key to put it all together. So let's see if these teams can provide us with more surprises because Dragons, the team was already waiting on that grand finals, has a lot more on the back pocket for the playbook that they have. So I don't know if anyone else can beat the play style that they have right now unless they make an adjustment similar to what we've seen from the Dragons.
Yeah, I have to agree, right? The Dragons, this is such a big advantage for them because not only do they take some rest, they also can figure out what kind of strategy are going to be used by these two teams who's fighting for that grand final slot here at the bronze match battle. Now, we'll take a look at their teams and their lineup here. Hers, as we all know, ZQT and Chalk, they are the greatest slayers in this battle. You also got Dobit there playing that healer role when it comes to playing in this PvP. Now, on the other side is the Boss Falcons, who we saw SNS just win those 3 MVPs up against, a team like Pro Vivi. Yeah, and they were just dominating them. He was dominating them single-handedly.
Exactly. I mean, this is a tough battle, a tough cookie to beat right now, but hopefully the wait didn't affect their momentum so far.
Yeah.
And guys, just to set the expectation, this is not best of 5 anymore. We're talking about best of 7. So let's see. Team Hearses on the left and Boss Falcons on the right. Let's see who's going to beat them down. ZQD as well as Judith already in there. I mean, the view of the top players together with SNS on the back end is already in front of us.
Yeah, Judith is always going to play that front man. He will let SNS become that second attacker that will help them line up and confirm all the kills later on. But again, for a team like Curses who's got ZQT on the roster, this guy can be a big threat. So you can shut him down early. You are gonna have a time of your life. You're gonna be able to win this round, but easier said than done, right? Curses are going to be a stacked team for their own. The mainly reason why they made it to the upper bracket finals.
ZQD right now just protecting and also trying to put some damage against the team of the Boss of Falcons. And ZQD is just going in back and forth behind enemy lines and going behind to help out Novit. Ice being targeted at this point, and that would be troublesome. But as you can see right now, Ursus and the team just going ring around the rosy. SNS up close and personal with 2 against him, managed to survive.
Yeah, Judith able to get some shots with the gun shield, and the Boss Falcons, they are getting all of the attacks to go through. Ice doing the dirty work, and they also got a Bell there for the backup. Judith once again fighting another kill. It's all down to ZQT, who will be shut down by SNS to take the round number 1 in the Central Shopping Mall.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was Nobit who goes down first, making it difficult for the recovery for the side of Team Hearses. And that is one goal, one target, one of the winning condition in this game. If you can bring down the healer as quickly as possible, even with the toughness of ZQD, he has little to no chance to go against several players for the side of the Falcons. So the same goes for the side of Hearses though. If they can put down Ice, then they can prevent the heel onto SNS and Judith.
Yeah, but again, if you try to go for push here exactly like that, it's gonna be, a big haymaker that's gonna be hitting you right in front of your face. So you're gonna have to stack as a team and try to take down the guy off the back, and that's exactly what ZKT is trying to do. But he targets SNS first, as well as Judith, and that's going to be not the guy you want to aim at. You need to take down Ice, who's doing the dirty work.
Yeah, dirty work indeed being done against ZQD, almost being taken down, but ZQD managed to survive, even with a shield in front of him. Judith is being taken down, a few more HP remaining, but still, he is alive. There goes the takedown from either side. Recovery instantaneously is happening, and ZQD is trying to survive, bring around the Rosie in this battle, and Ice has been spotted. Ice almost taken down, but still alive, and ZQD goes down.
Yeah, nice save, and now Hershey is about to get attacked here by the Boss Falcons. 4 players swarming in. They got the numbers game. Abel about to win some gunfights, but the SNS gets that elimination to go through. It's a 4v2.
And 4v2 situation, make that 4v1. Only one remains. The Boss Falcons just flew high like a butterfly at that point.
I am so amazed with the Boss Falcons here, because with the rate that they're improving right now, Neptune, it has been drastic. I mean, talk about a team that got destroyed by the Dragons, and now being the punisher of this other Thailand team, which is gonna be hers as SNS as well as Judith. They love to play those aggressive gameplay, and they know how to go for those attacks, targeting the players off the back first before even going for ZQT.
I mean, that is one thing that you really need to do. ZQD is a tough cookie to beat, and it's more likely that you need to take down the healer so that you can beat ZQD. And even with even without the healer, the movement that he's showing, he's just going going around everyone right there, or even around the pillars, just to avoid being shot at. And he's up on to Nobit, who's trying his best to heal up the teammates, but it doesn't work that well for them because that opens up Nobit trying to chase down those receiving damage. Thus, the Falcons was able to take advantage of that situation.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. So now the thing here is the Boss Falcons, they have won 4 straight maps so far, including the 3 wins that they got up against Pros Habibi. We know for sure that Domination is something that they need to work on later on, but after seeing this Annihilation up against Herses, you really can highlight the momentum that the Boss Falcons is building off of SNS and Judith, who is their main damage dealer in this PvP action we got for Garena Undawn All Star. SNS MVP with 54k, but CQT on the other side with 35k.
Yeah, there you have it. I mean, a lot of damage, a lot of numbers in there to be dealt with. But unfortunately for CQD, despite of so much of damage being done, like the other teammates from back end didn't survive that much, and he was the only one remaining towards the end. And that is what the Falcons has been showing up this time around. Hersus, not quite sure if it's in the case of stamina or probably the loss against Dragons earlier. I don't know, but there's a good chance for them to turn things around because we're dealing with best of 7. Even a best of 5, a team like Hersus can change things around on a reverse sweep. So with plenty of chances, plenty of time for them to study their opponents, then they might have another plan of approach to be able to beat them down.
Yeah, again, it's just all about finding the right timing, right? Herses, again, looking at their battle between Dragons, they lost the first map, similar to what we had here from the Boss Falcons, who took them down on the shopping mall, right? Herses really needs this attack to line up, especially the 2-prong approach that they always utilize. The A and C attack that have always become a bane for the Dragons when they're playing those domination match earlier. So we need to come up aggressive if you're Herses to not go down 2-0 off the start and lose all the momentum that you had built up all towards the group stage and up until phase 2 yesterday.
Yeah, let's see if that will happen right now. Halfway through on the capture on a Bravo, but a chaos and is ensuing right now. ZQD in the chase down against several enemies, but unable to make a good push. But there you have it. Judith has been brought down by death, and ZQD also goes down. Now, let's see in a bit who will be grabbing the Bravo capture. And there we have it. For the side, it is a team of Herses right now is able to grab that, but they have have a chance, for the team of Falcon had a chance to recapture it.
Yeah, they're going in for the throat here again, going in for those mid-map attacks. Hers is gonna get shot down continuously, and finally we are seeing the Boss Falcons able to get at least some time off of this flag. Just needs to worry about the guys. That's gonna be ZQD trying to stop the players from pushing this one up, but that's not gonna work with only him inside and Chalk being providing that hill. There's just so many players that they have to worry about.
And there have it. The chase down against Judith is almost over. A Veil being shot down by ZQD.
What?
And they maintain their position right now on double capture on Alpha and Bravo. SNS tries to move in on the other side, but there is no element of surprise anymore. They haven't spotted, but I know the plan. They are going across trying to capture Alpha. So if they can push through, they can, like the team of Versus can just continue and grab Charlie at this point, surprise them in their heels.
Yeah, they set down SNS to be the main player there, right? But Ice, the dirty worker, is gonna try to push here and try to take down SCQT to actually capture down this B side. They successfully tag him out, and they successfully control that. And look at the triple capture about to ensue for the Boss Falcon. They do two things at the same time, and they're successful with it.
Yeah, they are doing so, and they were able to go in for a triple cap. The catch-up is being done right now, and as we can see, Death is dealing against the Boss Falcons, but the Boss Falcons is still trying to survive with the heal being done on him.
Oh my
Unable
God.
to catch him on that shot. What is he, a grasshopper or something?
Unlimited jump here for that squad, but Harris is still trying to fight for their home flag.
Whoa.
They cannot get anything up right now as the pressure is just too much for the Boss Falcons. Always someone inside of the point stopping that capture from working, but finally they're able to get some team up in there. Chalk takes down SNS, and finally they get some capture working on towards the A flag.
The thing is, the Boss Falcons are already taking
Oh my.
a huge lead right
So
now,
fast.
and if this doesn't happen that quickly, if the turnaround doesn't happen quickly for the side of Versus, it will be difficult for them. The Boss Falcons has faltered already. Some of the players, Ice has been spotted by CQD. That is the position that he has been holding for quite so long to protect his teammates, but Ice has gone out unseen from the side of CQD, and they will be going in for that Bravo push.
Yeah, the Boss Falcons are just on a different tier right at the moment. That has been 2 minutes of the triple lockdown coming in already for them, and only 400 points for them to win this map number 2 Domination at Central Shopping Mall. And to go up 2-0 on this best of 7, definitely something that they want to end, as they want to finish this one fast as they could.
Yep, they are finishing this as fast as they could. Abel will not be jumping anymore. Stuck with a foam bomb right now. And as you can see, SNS from above will be backstabbed by ZQT. And here comes the triple cap to stop the time. But is this enough for them to go for the catch up? And with only a few seconds remaining, there goes the triple cap, and Falcons time or scores will be stopping at this point. Now they need to go in for that Bravo, at least one spot for them to hold so that the movement of the scores will continue.
Do we see a comeback happen here for her? Since they have to hold a lifetime for them to go up and go for a reverse comeback here in this battle. Now we got some attacks happening at the mid map. Judith gonna get knocked down by Chalk, and that is gonna be key. Going for this tap it out, but the A side has been lost, and that's gonna be time now claimed by the Boss Falcons. They only need to defend one.
Trade right now being done. Alpha is being captured, and Charlie will be maintained. So A and B right now is going for the side of Versus, but still, the Falcons has that Charlie to move on, and it's moving up right now as quickly as it gets. And there we have it, only a few seconds. It is the Boss Falcons taking the win once again.
Continuing to shock everybody at the lower bracket. This is the nothing to lose mentality coming in from the Boss Falcons. They know that they have been on a spree. They defeated Pro Sabibi, an Indonesian team, 3-0, and wrapping things up just like that. Same scenario here up against hers, is going in for the triple lockdown. And just like what you said earlier, SNS was trying to go for a flank. on the A site that
Yep.
prompted them to go for the triple capture for a long period of time. And that lead was just not that easy to come back into if you were Herzus. Even though a triple cap was made, Neptune,
Yeah.
it was just kind of too late.
Exactly. And I guess Hersus needs the coffee that they have right now because they need to wake up. They are
Yeah.
sleeping for two matches in this battle, though CQD, as we can see, they have been showing up in this battle, but they're still not winning the game. SNS, the MVP, with 12 on the knockdown and 121,000 on that damage. Though we've seen a few more knockdowns from the other players for the side of Hersus, but that Kokak gameplay really saves the day. I believe that was SNS who was
Yeah.
utilizing that. Even ZQD, well, even I don't know where I will be pointing my eyes because I couldn't see where he's coming from.
It's the movement that always throws you off when you're playing these PvP battles, especially the bunny hop that he was doing today. It was so hard to track him and take him out of the way. And SNS again, another MVP bat coming in to his
Mhm.
name in this gameplay that we got for this map number 2. And there was just such a huge difference in terms of
Yeah.
finding those knockdowns, right? 23 kills for the side of the Boss Falcons, and only a couple of shots going through for the side of Herzus.
Yeah, the thing is, as mentioned earlier, after first match, we are still going for a long way if in case Hersus wants to go back. That's only two of the matches, two of the games for a best of 7 series, and there's still a few more that the Boss Falcons has to do for them to secure this win. Otherwise, Hersus might be able to turn things around unexpectedly, especially I believe everything's being shown already by the team of Boss Falcons in both of the plays, Annihilation and as well as on Domination. If that will be read and that will be reversed by Hersus, it will be very difficult for them.
Yeah, man, it is just all about keeping that mentality straight. Just use your momentum. You have won the last 5 maps of your series. Just gotta make sure that you don't get thrown off of this. The Boss Falcons trying to go for another sweep could be possible, judging by the way the rate that SNS has been playing, right? But again, back on the Annihilation map we go. This is going to be at the Western District. Some shots connecting already for Herzus.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to confirm this elimination right now. Chaos is
Wow.
ensuing, and the Boss Falcon
You
is
did-
being dealt with right now. Death with only a few hits remaining, still was able to step in onto that restoration field, and finally Judith goes down. There goes the first point for the team of Hersus. I guess they are mad, they are
Yeah.
angry, and they want to take it back.
They have finally drank the coffee, Neptune. They're finally awake. They are finally awake. Looking at that battle that they just did, right? It was just a quick delete for them. Although it took them some time to figure out where do they want to take down Judith. The first 2 players that went down came in off fast in the first initial seconds.
Yeah, let's see and how Hersus will be able to push up on this defense that's being done by the Boss Falcons. There you go, SNS being hit by death right now. A 2-prong approach being attempted by the team of the Boss Falcons as Death was able to survive that hit. Restoration field being brought in. Judith right now receiving a lot of damage. And as you can see, make that 2 goes down for the side of Hersus, but recovery is being done. Hersus is losing their players. Death is still alive, and Ice doing his best to recover his teammates. All 4 survive.
Yeah, SNS made a huge play there. Just making sure that the team gets supplied with a lot of shots. 2 knockdowns for him off of that round number 2. And all that's left was his teammates to pick up all those downs and go in and confirm those kills in the round number 3. An opportunity for them to go 3-0. And also, the best way for hers is to stop the momentum from the Boss Falcon, who's on a 5-map win streak at the lower bracket.
Yeah, let's see if they can continue on. I love the position that Eyes is holding right now. All information being relayed. A surprise hit might be happening, and Eyes is just in front. Let's see if the foam bomb. No, it's a little bit too far. Death was not hit, but Death might be receiving right. No, Judith is the one being boxed out right now and stuck. And let's see, Eyes did his job, but Chalk right now is already out. It is a 3v4 situation.
Yeah, now Ursus is trying to stay alive and they need to find a knockdown, but the heal is there for the boss Falcon.
That right now, going in for the survival technique. The Kokak gameplay didn't work for them as he backs out. And there goes another Annihilation being taken by the team of the boss Falcons. And this is quite surprising. There's no time to use tactics anymore, especially with how they are approaching this. And like how Hersus is approaching this game. Thus, Ice, who have a good view of them from the side, is just giving them a little bit of a unsuspected surprise, especially with where he positioned himself.
Yeah, no one is really expecting him to be there at that fence. And what he gets provided with there is not just information on the guys holding down the barrels, but also the backline from the side of Herzus. We know that the backline has to be that healer. And they always been able to get that information. And that's why when they go for the push, they always aim for the room side. And Ice was the guy that made that possible. That information that he provides at those early games made them get that information and plan out the strategy to head into towards the back.
Now, I don't know if that will still work later on because we have plenty of matches to work with. And if in case Hersus will be able to take back 3 more points, then they can extend it to game number 7. But it's not looking like the case. I mean, 3 matches already being taken by the boss Falcons. They only need 1 more and they will be moving into the grand final. So this is a lot of pressure for Hersus at this point.
Yeah, and they have to play a long game here. They have to be perfect, win the next 4 maps. And you can't afford to, again, drop any single thing because that means it will be the boss Falcon having a rematch up against the Dragon on the grand final. Serious Indonesia versus Thailand action. And I feel like the boss Falcons will be such a bigger threat here this time because if they made light work off of Hersus, who was the team that made Dragon struggle at the upper bracket, there is mad potential that we might just see an intense battle at the final game. Up the green on Undawn All Star. Looking at our match result, Judith, the MVP. 5 knockdowns. It's almost the 30th, Neptune.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. If it is almost the 30th of the month, you will be facing a guy up against Judith, and Judith will be hitting you hard. 54,000 on the damage and 5 knockdowns together with SNS. This time around, SNS has been pushed out of that MVP scene. But I guess both players, Judith, SNS, has a good chance to take that MVP. We're not taking down Abil as well as Ice because they're really busy in their role. They're busy on their position. Abil on the midline, as well as Ice on the healing. That is their role, and it's more of it doesn't matter who takes the MVP as long as the team gets the win.
And you really love to see teamwork like that happening, right? And the Boss Falcons have been able to highlight that when they're dropped by the lower bracket by the Dragons yesterday, and they've continued to pace up that rally. Always just let your own play your own role. And again, for a team like the Boss Falcon, it has always been Ice playing up the back line and providing this dirty work for the team. And also, these players, SNS and Judith, tanking and just being the front man and getting all these eliminations. And now we get to start map number 4, Western District Domination. The Boss Falcon, an opportunity to play at the grand finals by going in for a sweep to finally stop this and end it all.
Yeah, the thing is, it is a lead being taken by Hersus at this point, and the way I'm looking at it, they already have capture. All they had to do is to completely defend this Bravo, but it is a tough battle right now. Death is still alive and kicking, and no one from the side of the Falcons is bringing him down, and it's quite a different approach, especially in Western District, on those who are fighting in this domination. If you plan to go on to the other side, it is not easy, especially if the team of Hersus is taking the room side, because it's quite easy coming from B and spotting Charlie from that ledge. Thus, you don't have that much an opening to go for the capture.
Yeah, now you got the Boss Falcons holding down the B site again, needing to take down Death here, who's going to be at the front of the rooftops. They're just going to take their time to go for a ANC Charlie flip. So they're gonna have two flags for the moment, while the Boss Falcons gets too busy with holding the B flag.
Yeah, I'll see if they'll be able to hold that B flag for long. As we can see, ZQT right now trying to defend this Charlie. They have two of the capture, and they're not letting go of either side, and they don't want to let go even of the mid. But ZQT managed to survive the carnage that is being brought in by the Falcons, and there you go. Death was able to go in for that hit. SNS as well goes in for the capture on that Charlie.
Yo, we're seeing so much action between these two squads right now. Hers is refusing to lose, but look at the Boss Falcon going in for a triple capture once again. A repeat of what they did on the central shopping mall. And hers is getting an earful, a load of this mixer. And man, the Boss Falcon about to go for that lead change.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to continue on the lead change right now, as they have increased already their rate of scores. Death fell down. Not quite sure if this is helpful, but he was able to go in for the backup. But Death needs to get away, and I guess they need a long approach on the rotation. Eyes right now trying to defend their teammates as they go in and defend this Bravo, but the battle is not yet over. Crossing that 1,000 mark, the Boss Falcons still flying.
Yeah, they want to get this done. They want that 4-0 sweep, and they want to end this as fast as they can so they get to relax a bit before going up against the Dragons in the Grand Finals. Another best of 7 awaits them later on should they get this victory on this map and on this series. They want to go in for that kill. They want to get that Charlie capture as well, and they go in for those eliminations.
I love what Ice is doing right now. Is getting a page from Book of Tiger Yep, trying to defend their teammates who's defending that Charlie, and they captured it once again. Bravo and Charlie is on the side of the Falcons, and they still have no contention onto that B side. And Death right now trying to defend this Alpha, which makes it more difficult for them to split up and rush in onto the other side, if not in the middle of this map. But as we can see, time is running out for them, getting close to 1,400. The Boss Falcons is getting a huge lead.
Yeah, Harris just needs to act now. They don't want to need to rely on a triple capture to be able to come back into this battle. They need that 2 flag captured right now. At the moment, they're going for a contest on the Charlie flag. They are going to try to take down the player SNS on the map, but it goes for a revive back, and it's going to be ZQT dropping down to the barrier, trying to stop this push and try to stay alive. But look at the plays coming through for the Boss Falcon. They stack their resources in, and they only need 300 more points to win this, Neptune.
And let's see if they will be able to catch up. Cutie right now. Burnt Corrosive. That is what he received. Eyes trying to go in against Nobit. 1v2 situation. Even Healer has little to no chance in surviving that battle. Coca gameplay coming from Ice. At this point, all they have to do is jump and wait for the time to expire, because as you can see, it's getting closer to the end. The 2,000 mark is just in the corner.
Yeah, the Boss Falcons, they were dropped down by the Dragons, but they have found their way in to the Grand Finals with this victory from Herses.
What?
A best of 7 awaits them, and your winner will be Herses taking the second runner-up. I mean, this will be Herses taking the second runner-up. They will be losing up against the Boss Falcons.
And the Boss Falcons will be moving up, challenging the Dragons. So, again, it will be a flying battle later on. And, second runner-up, the bronze place will be taken by Herses. Quite surprisingly, because we've seen Herses in their strongest moment, thinking that they will be able to maintain their run towards the Grand Finals. But they have been pushed in there, and it was a donut that was served to Herses. Yeah. So I don't know what the Boss Falcons has been doing by the end of the battle that they had earlier, but they are doing well, and hopefully they continue it on until their match against the Dragons.
It is crazy because the Dragons struggled up against Herses, and Herses just got swept by the Boss Falcons. So what does that mean? How much was the improvement for this team when they played here today? I mean, they have a best of 5 and a best of 7. That's gonna be 7 maps that they have won straight on a spree. Now, do they sweep the Dragons or do they get swept later on? Is the biggest question we need to find an answer for. But wow, what a game that we got here.
Definitely a game has been offered to us. A huge deal of damage has been dealt with in this matchup, especially in that domination. SNS dealing with 129,000 on damage, 16 in knockdowns. Judith did the same thing. Even Eyes is pulling up some knockdowns in that domination mode. And not quite sure if there is a little bit of I would say, like lack of performance for Nobit and Chalk, because most of the time Chalk is the one who's going in for rotation, trying to capture the other side of that game. But finally, we are seeing a match replay from the beginning of this match towards the end, and this is where we've seen most of the Kokak gameplay really work for us. But I love to see the domination, especially that Charlie that's being attempted to be captured by Hersus, but it's just Boss Falcons just hopping and not really surviving, not really going down for the battle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the reason why Hershey's decided to, like really have a hard time was all because of Ice, for me, honestly. Because the
Mhm.
Boss Falcons, they cannot get all of this information without a dirty guy that always does all those big work, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like for me, Ice finding this information, especially at the Annihilation Western District, as well as
Yeah.
this domination earlier at that mount number 4, made it so much easier for players like for players like SNS and
Mhm.
Judith to actually get those damage and those eliminations to bring this team that victory.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the victory goes to the Boss Falcons, but I don't know. This is like a crossbreed of falcons and frogs right here, because we've seen
Yeah.
so much of a Kokak gameplay. Kokak lang sa kalam at this point. Even Ice, the healer, is just hopping and hopping right there and
Yeah.
trying to avoid all the gunshots. But there you have it, a preview of the 4 matches that we've seen the Boss Falcons dominate against Hersus. I'm looking forward to more of what the Boss Falcons has to offer. But again, we're looking at the dragons, the mystical creatures of Undawn All Stars, not yet being taken down, even for one series, will be challenged by the Falcons.
Yeah, and it's just crazy, right? Because you got an undefeated team in the Dragons heading into the grand finals on a best of 7. Then you have the Boss Falcons who got eliminated by the Dragons. But today, they have been perfect. They have not dropped no maps. They have been winning, and they are on a 7-map win streak. Do they continue the rally and host one of the best lower bracket runs in Garena Undawn All Star? It's the biggest question that we got going on today.
And definitely, the Boss Falcons has risen up. I mean, I don't know if they are still Falcons. I guess they can be renamed as Phoenix because of how they rose up from the
Yeah.
lower bracket up to the grand finals, and they are challenging another mystical beast. So mystical beast against mystical beast. What? It's just
Wow.
a tie. It's
Yeah.
a tie.
It's a
That
tie.
is what we have right now. A tie balunan, as said by Kali.
It's a tie. It's a tie.
It's a tie. That's why we're getting we having, both of us are having
Yeah.
ties right now, because it's a tie.
It's a tie balloonan.
It's a tie balunan.
Yeah. Crazy stuff that we're happening, and I'm glad to be part of this with you, man. Because like
Yeah.
this Green Undawn All Star has just been nothing but a lot of plot twists that just continues to get better over time. Who would have thought like a team like the Boss Falcons, right, would be able to take down Herses at the lower bracket and in fact do a sweep up against a team that really dominated on the upper bracket yesterday and up until earlier, where they forced the Dragons to stain a map up against them.
Mhm.
So now it is going to be the bronze match officially said and done. Our second runner-up will be Herses. But coming right up next is going to
Oh.
be the KOL finals match with Tabrak Masok and Gilio fighting for the championship. And do in fact not. SGMY and PH, they won't be part of Phase 2 and Phase 3. So this will be a great championship battle for this dude. region.
SGMYPH, yeah, I mean, definitely a chance for them to show up. We have pro teams coming from YOLO joining us in here on Tabrak Tabrak Masuk, and then pro teams coming from both like all teams, Panda, X Emperors, and GRD, for the name of JC Raikio, as well as Enryu right there with Heraldo. So let's see which ones will be able to get this win, and let's see if the team Gilio will be able to get a one up against Yellow.
I mean, SGMY, they got Kanda there, so that's definitely the guy that you want to take down. What a play from Reikio! He starts the game off with the kill.
What? And there you go. We have Kanda who's already gone down. Colby is already gone down. Heraldo hit with a foam bomb also goes down. NZL managed to survive, but will be taken out as well. Only one remains. And Insta, will this be an insta kill? Oh, it's not yet, as he heals up. Let's see if foam bomb can be the defense that they need. And Reikio will be receiving some damage after being hit by the foam bomb called Hime right now. Still alive and kicking. Insta right here also battling it on and managing to survive.
Yet Marcelin is such insane now on JZ with the shotgun in hand. It's a 3v1 situation. Last guy standing. It is going to be Kanda taken down by Reikio. What an explosive start we got. It is an Annihilation match.
Definitely, and there you have it. We are seeing be a very heated battle right now, and that started off with Kanda being hit from afar. And if I'm not mistaken, Kanda is mostly the guy who's doing doing the healing for the side of the TM. So let's see if they'll be able to do the same thing, or will Kanda be a little bit more cautious? Reikio spotted by Kanda. JC just waiting it up, and here we go.
Oh,
the
no.
rush, similar to what we've seen, and there goes the foam bomb exactly onto NZL. What a timing and what a takedown.
The explosion's coming through as well as Team Gillet tries to go for the elimination of this battle. And round number 2, the point charge is in. Kanda is getting flanked here by JZ, and we got Reikio on the kill feed, dealing damage in the Michael Myers gameplay coming in for Reikio to take down Kanda. And that will wrap up the map number 1 at Central Shopping Mall.
Oh my God, Tinaga. Tinaga ang kalaban. I mean, that is Team Gila right now, really showing us a little bit of spirit in terms of that fun match. I mean, even for the it's still a 4v2 or 4v3, but like JC, I believe that was JC. JC already putting out that melee and starting it up with that. And you're right, Jason. There's not yet so much of a Kokak gameplay showing up in here.
Yeah.
It's more of the long distance as well as the quickness that is being shown by these players. So looking forward to their next battle. Let's see if the team from TTM can get a point back.
Because, it started off with Reikio on the right foot, right? They dominated Kanda off the start with a sniper that easily delayed. Might have just ruined the momentum of this Tabrak Masuk. But if you take a look at the match that they had up against Indo Pride earlier, they lost Central Shopping Mall, and then they won map 2 and map number 3. So potential comeback is still possible here for TTM.
Yeah, let's see if there will be a comeback, because I don't think Team Giliu will be giving them that chance. So we are heading for another Annihilation mode, though there's a different view right now compared to what we've seen. But let's check out the match result right now. Reikio, our MVP, with 7 knockdowns as well as close to 45,000 on the damage. JC also doing a number on the teams, but Heraldo, compared to what we've seen on Enryu, has dealt with a lot of damage as well. But Enryu has pulled out the bionic gun, so he's the one doing the healing galing in this game.
Yeah, and it's just stage of pro, right? Heraldo doing a lot more damage there this time. I think it has going to be the best possible way, because earlier when they were playing on their battle up against Taichi, Heraldo could not get any heal because he's the first one, always getting targeted by the players off the back. And he's going to be that guy on that mid lane, so he's going to be able to support this team while Enryu has that biotic rifle to actually heal these players. in the front. So great shots coming through for them. 1-0, and now we head into another Annihilation game mode, which is going to be at the Western District this time.
Yeah, let's see if there will be any changes in terms of approach in Western District. They might be a little bit delay in terms of engagement because they need to go in second level, or if it will be something that they pulled out from the pros that will be playing in the grand finals, they might just be heading back a little bit, pulling back from their spawns and just dealing damage from there. So a lot of options, a lot of opportunities for the teams to show up what they learned so far, especially as we are seeing teams coming from professional, like pro teams or teams who join the Undawn All Stars in this battle for that KOL match. But again, we are looking forward to more of the show match in this field, in this PvP mode of Undawn, because it brings more excitement, especially as we're not just looking for pros out there, looking at just pros out there. These are like streamers and those who just spent not only in the PvP side, but also in the PvE, and those who are building their homestead. So it's not the main focus entirely for this the KOLs right here. So it's pretty much the same as us who are playing the entirety of Undawn.
Yeah, and it's just all about, making the community work together and just viewing everything up here right now for our amazing KOLs who participated in our matches today, as well as our, professional players and our viewers right now that's watching at home or anywhere in the world right now. Reikio, we saw him play with one of amazing long range, but this time Jay-Z, if he brings out that shotgun, oh my, it's over.
Let's see, we'll be able to go for it. And one goes down. Kanda will be taken out. Insta will be taken out as well. Reikio almost down and out, but managed to survive a quick hit by Team Giliu. Tamrak Masuk is not going in at this point.
I was just about to say that if Jay-Z brought out the shotgun, oh my god, it just happened. And now it's match point now for Team Giliu. And he still has got a shotgun on his back pocket. So, again, you have to anticipate this close range to be a big threat here if you are Tabrak Masuk.
Yeah, I mean, the teams for the side of Team Giliu is not going so gently at this point. In Tagalog, walang gentle. And as you can see right now, the teams of Tabrak Masuk will be crossing behind enemy lines at this point, and there goes backstab, and ZL for a hit against Heraldo, but the recovery is instantaneous, but Heraldo still goes down.
Yeah, a 4v3 situation now for the hands of Tabrak Masuk. They are going in for the push here. This time, Jay-Z dashing his way through, bunny hopping, sliding, rolling away from God's did, but man, NZL able to take him out, and finally some adjustments we're seeing here. 4v2, Reikio is left out the back, and NZL able to spot him off.
Henry right now being chased off, but here comes the bait and switch. Reikio might be able to go for a hit against NZL. Only two remains for side of Team Giliu, but they're not going down that easily. Here comes a hit with the sniper, but as we go in, Enryu will try to go for that punch, but as we can see, three players will beat him down. Tie right now. Going back, it's a tie.
Yeah, it's a tie again. And we saw Frog there. Just being shot down by TTM. They were slowly making sure that they confirmed those kills, and now we got an overtime. Winner gets map number 2, and if Team Giliu gets it, it will be them as the champions of the finals of this KOL match. But if Tabrak Masuk is able to get the reverse here, they'll be able to force map 3 for a chance to go for a comeback.
Yeah, unfortunately, the co-op gameplay didn't work for Enryu at that point. Heraldo being hit hard by NZL, but I guess the foam bomb might be able to hit Heraldo at this point, but no! They were surprised. They were hit by a drone, and players from the teams of TTM being backstabbed by Reikio. Reikio right now going in for a hit. Melee weapon overall. Tinaga. And there you go.
Oh my God.
Seeing Kanda being hit hard by all those melee and unable to recover that quickly.
Yeah, Michael Myers is in the lobby right now. Stay away from him. Kondo knocked down. He's about to get swept through. Oh, the teabag is on as well. Two teabags. JZ and Rikio. Oh, Enrio joins in the fray as well as they try to mess with Tabrak Masuk. Last two guys remaining in there.
NZL right now being chased out. A ring around the rosy by Heraldo, but Heraldo is not giving out that easily. Let's see. NZL, right, survive, trying to ask for help, but there you have it. Our fun match, our KOL show match is over. Team Gilio has managed to win that final game. And I guess at this point, I can really say Pinas lang sa kalam, or in like from what we've seen earlier, kokak gameplay lang sa kalam.
Yeah. Also the slide jump, man. Also the slide jump. Jay-Z's giving me flashbacks with the way that shotgun wars is being properly utilized in this Annihilation. But yeah, great gameplay is coming in for all the KOLs that have played here today. A big shout out to Taichi, Indo Pride, Team Giliu, as well as the one and only Tabrak Masuk for being able to participate here for today and giving us a great time and fun. We
Yeah.
so much highlights and funny moments here today.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was really fun, but well, fun is over right now because I don't think it will be fun anymore, especially as we are jumping in on the final battle. Ang huling last game ng huling last day for the Undawn All Stars is about to start in a bit.
Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing fight because the Dragons, as well as the Boss Falcons, have met already at the upper bracket semifinals, and who won? It was the Dragons. And now the Boss Falcons have made their way back for a rematch. Do they win the battle or do they not? Is the question that we will be able to unravel as we play that one later on. But for now, looking at our match result, Jay-Z, the guy with the shotgun, will be able to take home the MVP here for map number 2. 35k down, 35k on the damage, 1 down and 3 knockdowns for him.
Yeah, pretty much the same goes for NZL on the other side. And in terms of damage, I mean, it's quite tied up. It's more of the knockdowns and those who go down first that really dictates the game. So we'll have to find out if there will be any changes in next on the next KO matchup that we have. But there we have it. The KOLs has showcased their skills and also a different side of our PvP. And we're going to find out in a bit on who will be bringing carnage in this match. Best of 7 series between the Dragons and the Falcons, or the Boss Falcons. I don't want the boss to be to be mad at me because I'm not saying the entire name, but it's quite long though. So
Yeah.
the Boss Falcons as well as the Dragon will be fighting it off on our grand finals, Callie.
Yeah, winner will be able to bag not only a huge sum of RC here, but also, the title as the champions of the Garena Undawn All Star. Pride is on the line here for the
Mhm.
Indonesian region, as well as the Thailand team and Dragons who have made their way in this bracket and in the grand finals undefeated. Do they continue that streak or will they be stunned by the Boss Falcons in this best of 7 action that we'll be having here?
Yeah, and we're going to go for a quick break. When we return, grand finals begins.
I'm craving your body. Is this real? Temperatures rising. I don't wanna feel. I'm in the wrong place to be real. Whoa, and I'm longing to love you just for a night. Kissing and hugging and holding you tight. Please let me love you with all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, and this is Undawn All Stars Grand Finals. We are now in the final stretch of the competition, and once again, I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia. Together with me is Cali Gaming, and we are about to witness the battle between the mystical beast as well as the boss in this fight, the Boss Falcons in this matchup. We are going to find out who among the inter-region battle who's going to be the champions.
It's great to see that we got amazing teams finally able to make it here. From 16 teams, we've cut it down to 2. And after this best of 7, we crown a champion, either from the Indonesian region or from the Thailand region itself. We got 2 different teams with different playstyles and different stories in here. The Dragons entering this battle undefeated in overall series starting from the group stage. The Boss Falcon, it has been a bumpy ride, but today they have been perfect. A legendary lower bracket run should they get this amazing finish up against the Dragons today.
Yeah, so that storyline that needs to be ended right here, right now. We are dealing with best of 7, but it is not over for fans out there. I know some have been dropping off, but hopefully those who are staying will be rewarded. And speaking of reward, we have a little bit of a reward for you. The numbers are 2809. And that is preceded once again by All Star. So the whole code is All Star 2809. While you are getting that in game, this is the bracket right now. The entirety of the journey of phase 2 and phase 3 is in this page, and we are now on the final chapter, the fight of the Dragons and the Falcons.
Yeah, the
will
Dragons
begin.
Yeah, the Dragons and the Falcons, man, they have met already at match number 7. It was a 3-0 sweep coming in favor for the Dragons. Tigrip was insane on that match. He was scoring tons of MVPs. But when they dropped the Boss Falcons at the lower bracket, that's where this team suddenly ignited. 3-1 win, 3-0, and a 4-0 win up against Hersus. So we just saw just a little bit earlier here today. They have been on a 7-map win streak. Do they fall prey to the Dragons, or they finally are able to overcome the weakness that they have in playing this final match?
Yeah, it seems like the Falcons is just holding back on tactics. They want a longer route so that the other teams might think that they're not that strong. But the moment that they met up with Hersus earlier, imagine that is a 4-0 donuts served for Hersus. And it's unlikely to see that, especially with the record that they shown earlier in this phase 2. And even in the previous matches in the group stages. But again, we've seen so many, like we've casted for so long, Callie, that we've seen a lot of teams going the long route. A great comeback will be done, jumping into grand finals. And who knows? Probably the Boss Falcons has this in plan already to take over Dragons and stretch it over to all 7 games.
Yeah, that would be a crazy run, right? If ever the Boss Falcons this managed to pull off such a great feat and defeating these Dragons that we're going to be able to play on a best of 7 series. Tiger Yep have been phenomenal here so far, along with Nops, when it all goes down to this gunshots. And these bullets have been amazing for them, always able to take those MVPs. But the Boss Falcons, have been playing more of a team-oriented approach. They always have SNS and Judith, again, always playing that long range and the close range battle, while Ice actually provides them that rotation and the information, doing the dirty work to give this team that increase of winning their map when it comes to playing every game mode.
Yeah, we've seen a different side, a different approach overall between Dragons and Falcons at this point. And I don't know how much more we can explain how the game style of this team is up to everyone to find out. The Dragons per se has one up in terms of adjustment. For the Boss Falcons, it's more of the aggression that they can bring into the table. But as you can see, a little bit of slowdown from both teams right now. Oh, Nops in there, great headshot early on this match.
Yeah, that's already, a warning shot for the Dragons before they even attempt to dismantle a team like the Boss Falcons. But again, you cannot be too sure. You may have been undefeated, but this is a reset. The grand finals will be a stage for who is hungrier to win this finals at the moment. Judith taking so much damage.
Nops was able to see that. Judith right now trying to get away, trying to hide out, but was able to survive. And let's see if Tiger Yep can
Tiger
finish
Yep.
them off. And yes, Tiger Yep did finish them off. A little bit of good combination for the duo right now. They need a little bit more time as well to heal up. And let's see if recovery can be done. It has been done right here. But the thing is, Dragons have the advantage. SNS being beat down.
Yeah, the Dragons again have managed to get one knockdown here at least. Now they're going to be
Ooh.
going for a long flank. Tiger Yep finds one, but the revival is there. So it's not yet over. SNS, the best player on the other side of the team, going up against it, and Tiger Yep decides to back away.
Hey, you has a lot of work on him as aggression off the side for the Dragons is being done. Ice doing the same thing. Coca gameplay right now as no is being targeted, almost going down, but no, it's a 4v1 situation. Ice needs to bring them back.
Wow.
No, there goes the Dragon beating the Falcons down, clipping their. No, it was Boss Falcons.
Yeah.
Quite surprising.
Falcon. Yeah, they managed to pull it off. They took down Hey You, and no one was able to heal the players of the Dragons. And again, the boss really able to put in such
My
great
bad.
teamwork in there. They were stacking one player at a time. So like the numbers game definitely was at a disadvantage for the Dragons there.
But again, my bad for calling it wrong right now. That was this awesome gameplay. I was just focused on Eyes at the moment. And again, it's a good plan indeed to take out the healer first. Hey You, again, has done so much in this game, especially with aggressiveness that has been done by Tiger Yep and Nobs. But Boss Falcons just backing out. They're buying for time right now. And probably has a good chance to take the Dragons by surprise. So in the middle are the teams of Dragons, and Boss Falcons is not moving from their spawn.
Yeah, mostly looking like, a very passive approach. Again, this is what we saw from Dragons when they were held into a corner by Hearses in the upper bracket finals. And yeah, they have to be playing a bit more passive approach here as the Boss Falcons was able to overwhelm and just run them over off of this round number 1 in Central Shopping Mall map 1. Now they see Judith. The shots go to for Tiger Yep.
And Judith right now spotted and hit at. Now we don't know so much of what the plan is for the side of the Boss Falcons. Another set of players being shown, and what a shot by Tiger Yep. Accuracy at its best. Eyes was able to hide out in the corner, but I don't think Eyes will be able to get away. Drone action will be destroyed to Tiger Yep. A little bit of busy action as well in the middle as Hey You and Nobs, or I guess T9, is being damaged by the players who was able to cross over from the Falcons.
Yeah, the Boss Falcons trying to really figure out where Dragons is rotating. Now they do have eyes on that mid square Guardian. Tiger Yep has already spotted them as well. And they might just be ready for this gunfight. Here we go. Boss Falcons Judith now taking so much damage. He's about to go down, but the healer is there to help him restore his health.
And Eyes was able to heal up Judith at that point, and Tiger Yep is trying to do their best. Nobs goes down, and it is not looking good. SNS also brought down, but recovery instantaneous. Let's see if T9 will be able to damage, but no! It is still the team of Falcons taking the lead. Only 20 seconds remaining, and they are now on a 4v2. The Falcons is flying high at this point, and with one remaining for the Dragons, there's no way out as the battle is over.
Wow, what a turnaround. And you have to highlight Ice on that last play. He was able to make sure that Judith was able to get that HP restored to keep himself alive out there and not play on a number disadvantage. And what a nice timing there for them. They took down Tiger Yep first, and then they took down Hey You. Then the rest followed up. Again, the keys to victory, obviously, taking down Tiger Yep first from the Dragons and just working from there from here on out.
I mean, I was quite surprised on what the action of the Boss Falcons, or what they're doing, what they're planning exactly from the initial part of that game. They backed out from their spawns, not showing against the Dragons. I guess they don't want to be beat in terms of damage, but they receive damage as they try to cross back into the mid square. But the moment that they meet up in mid square, they know that they can cut the approach. Like it seems like they just let them pass over the other half and then hit them as they are crossing back, and that's where they were surprised by the Boston Falcons. And as you mentioned as well, I mean, the healer in the name of Ice has survived so many battles and helped the teammates as well survive so many battles that it's very difficult to take down the four players who's coming from the team.
Yeah, and they were stacking these players. They were aiming at one player at a time, by the way, which made it possible for them to knock down Tiger Yep first, who was the MVP on the other side of the team. SNS, obviously one of the best players from the Boss Falcon, and has continuously racked in at least 5 MVPs on the 3 maps that they have played, the 3 matches, the series that they have played here today. And still, the Boss Falcons are on an 8 map streak. They haven't lost any map just yet.
Yeah, I mean, it is 8 matches, no loss just yet. I mean, that's not just that's not just a fluke. They have been doing so well, and even with the loss that they had earlier on the early parts on phase 2 against Dragons, they were able to sustain it this time around, grabbing first points against the same team who beat them down on a 3-0. I guess this is just part of the plan, or probably the Falcons just studied how the Dragons work.
Yeah, I mean, ever since going down to the lower bracket, the Falcons have just been a lot better entirely as a team, going in and playing their role to the best of their capabilities. And now we head into map number 2, Domination time. Here we go. The Boss Falcons, again, they were able to 4-0 Herses, a team that made the Dragons struggle at the upper bracket finals. So let's see how are they going to do well. Do we see the triple capture personality be implied as we start the game off with the Dragons finding the first 2 flags?
Yep, first 2 flags right now, but a takeover being done by the Falcons. C9 trying to go in for backstab and sustaining their capture on that. Bravo! But there goes a little bit of surprise hit right there. Up close and personal. Eyes with that coconut gameplay and healing Galing. This is a combination of 2 gameplays that we've seen so far, and he is doing well. SNS managed to survive, but Tiger Yep is trying to beat him down. Abil takes for the bait and switch.
Wow.
And still, they are alive and taking back that Bravo.
Yeah, the Boss Falcons taking down 2 flags here this time. They might go in greedy and get that 8th flag capture once again, but they're going to have to worry about these players one at a time as T9 still trying to make that rotation. His teammates going to be forced back into their spawns, but the speed map control still going to be in the numbers for the Boss Falcons. Dragons still trying to find their way in with Tiger Grip and Nobs about to break inside of the mid-square garden.
Yeah, let's see if they'll be able to break in right now. But I guess in terms of points, they are catching up, about to be tied. And there you have it. The tie will be broken, and Dragons needs to move in and capture that Bravo. Otherwise, they will be left with a few points in here that they need to catch up on. Nobs right now being hit, but recovery might be done, and Nobs is back up. Now let's see how the aggression of the Boss Falcons will fare up. SNS still alive, despite only having a few more, and there is the gameplay of Eyes shown once again.
Yeah, he has to be the finals MVP if this team actually wins, right? He's been able to time those kills properly and help this team maintain that mid-map control. They still able to win this battle, but now we got D9 able to get some shots through here, able to clear the mid-square garden with the help of Tiger Yep, forcing the Boss Falcons to be back at the C flag. Trying to make this work is this team trying to reduce that lead and even, in fact, get it back.
And that is 5 minutes remaining in this clock. So we started off at 8 minutes, and they are still up close in the scores. Now, let's see if the Bravo takeover will be done, or will the Falcons move over after this approach onto the other side of the map. Here comes the jump. SNS right now with the clock gameplay, and yep, it was able to get away with the same style, and now healing up. Now, as we can see, Nobs right now trying to defend their teammates. SNS might go down, but I love how the healing gameplay is working. But SNS finally to his knees.
Yeah, Nobs and Tiger Yep teaming up, trying to take down Ice here, just to force this team. But look at the flags being captured on the other side. The Boss Falcon able to get the 2-prong approach successful. A and C flag. Now the Dragons will be divided on where they do want to take that push, that will leave that B side pretty open for them to capture.
And that is what we are expecting, though we didn't see that from the men because it is just the approach of what the Falcons has. They want to keep that Bravo busy before they go in for the capture, and they did. Now Charlie is being defended right now, and let's see
B-side.
if Bravo will be captured as well. A triple cap is about to happen, and they are getting close. They did 3 capture for the side of the team. This is a team of Falcons who go in for triple cap, or is it the team of Dragons? I'm quite confused right now.
Yeah, it's the Boss Falcons, man. They are right in time to try to make this game favor them. Going in for a 9-win streak on the maps is entirely in their favor right now, as they only need 500 more points to win the match. Dragons needs to find a way to get this B-side capture, but it's going to be quite hard as SNS and ICE is going to be on the mid-map.
And this is where you don't want to be, especially in Domination. You are down in terms of points and need to catch up for the capture. A and B on the side of Boss Falcons right now, and Nups goes down. Now T9 right here trying to go for the dance, but he will be going down as well. The strength of Eyes as well as SNS being proven, and I can see, I love the gameplay of being shown right now by Eyes moving back and forth from Bravo and that Charlie as well. But they are now attempting another approach on a triple cap. No one is contesting it. Very close right now to the 2,000.
Yeah, 200 more points for them to win this game, but the Dragons about to take a big heave of contest. The B side trying to make this comeback work, stopping the Boss Falcons time in this B side capture. It's gonna be Tiger Yep as they try to take down Ice successfully. That will be a triple capture in their hands. Could we see the biggest comeback pulled off by the Dragons?
The time has stopped for the Falcons, and it's getting close right now for the Dragons to go for the capture, and Charlie right here will be recaptured by the Fly High Falcons. Judith didn't stand up a chance on that fight, but I guess there is another plan being done by the team of the Falcons. Who would win? The ones with the double or the ones getting close to that final? Only a few seconds remaining. Judith's being challenged. It's very, very close right now. And who will end it? Falcons might take the win. It's very close to the point. And there we go. The battle has ended. And I guess, I don't know. I don't know. Is it the Falcons? Is it the Dragons? Who took the win?
The Falcons. It was the Falcons that won it. Man, I wanted to shout so bad. I thought I was a spectator, but what a close fight. What a close game that we got there. But the Boss Falcons still remaining undefeated today in the maps. And the Dragons, they are looking so slayable right now.
Well, I guess the boss really, I mean, once you are on the boss level, it's very difficult to beat you. I mean, even Dragons at some point, yeah, they can be in the boss level, but not so much of the actual boss. But again, we're going more of terminologies right now, but that was insane gameplay being shown by the Boss Falcons. Imagine they are on the brink of losing that lead. They are on the brink of losing that game. They found the perfect timing, and that was awesome timing to capture the Charlie. It was just a delayed reaction, though, for the side of the Dragons to go back and turn it around. They realize it late that they need to go and take that Charlie, thinking that the 2 capture is enough to make that win. But no, says the Falcons. SNS, our MVP, as well as 122,000 in the damage has brought them to that win.
That's a lot of damage and a lot of knockdowns coming in for him. Even doing better up against Tiger Yep. And you know why the reason the Boss Falcon is winning? It's all because of SNS. He has been lighting things up on the scoreboard, getting all of the knockdowns, getting all the MVPs. If he plays great, that team goes to places. And now they are 2-0 on this best of 7. We head into map number 3 up next, Annihilation on the Western District. This will be a great time for them to keep on winning, but this could also be the biggest moment for the Dragons to find their way back, make this that reset game for them to work their way up and tie the series.
I guess this is a chance, especially Annihilation, a chance for Dragons to bring back a point. we've seen them change the game so many times. They're not just dealing with that second floor on the mid lane. They go in, take that rotation, especially if they're coming from the spawns, not like on the spawns coming from the room area, and take advantage of the opening from the right as well to middle to deal some damage. So if that is the case, then they might be sticking to that plan. And as you can see, Tiger, yep, already in the middle,
Oh
not
my
even
gosh.
going second floor. Eyes
Why?
right now. That is what we're talking about. They know that gameplay. They know the hiding spot of Eyes. They know where to target him.
Yeah, nice counter there by the Dragons, and now it's an all-out field fest. A slugfest on towards this rooftops. It's a 4v3 though, with favor for the Boss Falcons.
And let's see, 4v1, only one remaining for the side of Falcons. Who's up?
What?
And there we
Huh?
have it. The Boss Falcons, the Coca gameplay. Everyone was just jumping and shooting, and they grabbed the first point, Callie.
Yeah, that's just insane. Even though we saw a counterplay for the Dragons in sending out Tiger Yep to take down Ice, there was still no answer for the gunfights up top on the rooftop. And then there, it's just gonna be so much action here. What kind of play are you gonna try to pull up if you're going to be the Dragons and you have already been read at?
And let's see, a little up close and personal coming from Nubs right now, but Ice is still in here safe and sound. And even if the rest of the Falcons will be rushing in, we know that Ice has their back. Here comes the rush on the backstab against Nubs. SNS almost going down, but there goes Nubs, or there goes Ice, healing him up. And up close and personal, it wouldn't work. 4v2 right now. Coca
my
gameplay coming
God.
from Ice right now. Only one remains. And from the corner, Tiger, yep, will be taking out a quick battle. And I guess the record of the Dragons for the fastest Annihilation series has been taken over by the Falcons.
Yeah, do get this, Neptune.
Yeah.
The Dragons swept the Boss Falcons in match number 7 in phase 2 yesterday. Now we are seeing the Boss Falcons get the revenge, not only setting records, but also trying to become one of the best teams in this inter-region battle and become that team that will have the best lower bracket run in Garena Undawn PvP history.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening with Falcons right now. Is this the actual plan? To show up not that strong, to go in the longest route, to go fight against the Dragons in grand finals and beat them down 3 times, maybe 4, as we jump in on the domination match in the Dragons right now. It just looks like they're not that strong, but as you can see, there's not so much of the damage being done by the Dragons.
Wow.
More of the Falcons right here. Judith, our MVP, 25k, SNS, almost 30k. It's not the high damage that we were expecting. Only means that most of this is headshot, quick eliminations, no recovery at all. And despite the changes of Dragons in their game style, the Falcons have their Hawkeye on them.
Yeah, it's just insane, right? I mean, looking at the Boss Falcons' journey all throughout this series, they have been disregarded, they have been the underdogs, but now they are the ones bullying the bullies this time in the Dragons, who is facing eliminations in the grand finals. Again, it is a best of 7. There will be no remake. There will be no reset of the grand finals. You have to win with your best of abilities. And for the Boss Falcons, they're here running the show, going in for a 10-map win streak, undefeated so far in today's matches that they have played.
And well, that is a great story. I mean, the Falcon, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just something else. Even if I rethink what happened the previous day, I didn't expect this from the Falcons, but I guess it is just them doing their homework. Now let's see if the Dragons might be able to beat them down a little bit up close and personal. Ice is back on his play and trying to heal up those rushing in. Domination gameplay on the battle of that Bravo. Ice goes down and backstabbed by Nopsy, and Nops will try to go against SNS, who will just be hopping down. down and bringing down this fight. But as you can see right now, a
What?
double capture already being done by the Boss Falcons. Distracted and Bravo, they let go of Charlie.
Yeah, the Dragons able to win their first set of gunfights on the B side, taking down SNS as well as Judith. This time, still holding strong is going to be Nops. 4 players gonna have to be worried about here because we got so much action going on the other side of the map. The Boss Falcons still trying to figure out how do they want to take this. Phone bombs being connected in the ban. Nice shots here this time. Going in aggressive is the Dragons.
And let's see if the aggression will work this time around. The capture on the Charlie is being done halfway through. Distraction is being done for the Dragons on this Bravo.
Ooh.
I love the gameplay of the Falcons right now. Will they be able to pull it up once again? Knobs is just so busy right now to defend that Bravo. And even the SNS managed to bring them
Wow.
down. So there we have
Oh,
it.
no.
The capture, a double capture right now, going for a triple capture on that Bravo. And Tiger, trying to prevent this Charlie from being taken over.
Yeah, the Boss Falcons are just on another tier here today. Tiger Yep, the best player from Thailand, trying to work things up, but it's not possible. The Boss Falcons are just too good at rotating and just communicating with the team. And we got some skirmish happening around the parking lot garage. And it has been, such a very dominant battle so far in favor for the Boss Falcons as they have 2 flags in the moment. We didn't even see them with a triple capture earlier.
Triple capture indeed, but Bravo is being let go. Let's see if they'll be able to take it back. And there we have it. We have Charlie being captured by the Dragons right now. Ice is now focusing on Bravo and those who are defending it. Judith right here cannot be taken down. There's no bills to be paid once Judith is in the house.
Yeah, this is just insane battles here again. Judith able to become one of the best players out there dealing the damage, but Ice has been that dirty worker. He makes all of these amazing plays for this team to be able to light things up and win this battle. Now they're trying to defend this B site. Ice trying to stay with his life, but it is not going to be easy as we got the best players from Thailand, the Dragons, in there stacking.
Yeah, let's see if they can sack it all up. Eyes has been brought down to his knees, and Dragons right now trying to defend their Bravo to this side. But the Boss Falcons has taken this game by surprise. Already on 1,200 in scores, and they're not letting up. All they have to do is focus and distract them on that Bravo. Let it go, and they will be going out of this game.
Wow.
Only a few points remaining, and the Dragons still battling them onto that Bravo. And let's see if they can take it over for a recapture for a triple cap.
Yeah, Judith here now able to push out T9, trying to hold on with his life. Hey, you is still here to actually heal him up. It's a skirmish on towards this mid-map, but you can actually see that the Boss Falcon actually have those 2 flags in capture at the moment, but only to be taken away is the B flag by the Dragons at the moment that they just won those gunfights. And it's still going to be a long game here, but only needing 400 points is the Boss Falcons to be able to finally be crowned as the champions of Garena Undawn All Star.
Now let's see if the Dragons will be letting this go, or can they take it back. Now the way I'm looking at it, Alpha and Charlie's being captured while everyone is busy on the Bravo. Judith right now for the backstab, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter on the elimination. All they have to focus right now is the capture they have done, and Charlie is still being recaptured at this point. A melee battle between T9 and SNS is happening as they are burning the house down, literally burning the house down. But as you can see, the Dragons are ready to capture at this point, slowing down what point is being gathered by the Falcons, and they are heading over onto that Alpha to stop the time for the Falcons.
Yeah, they want a triple capture here just to not let this team actually get any more points, and for them to get this win and stay and survive on this best of 7. SNS gonna be the only guy here along with Hey You. He's gonna be knocked down here. SNS doing a great time, buying some time for this team to actually win this battle. An opportunity for the Boss Falcon to become the champions of Garena Undawn All Star. All lies with this defense on their whole flag. They defend the A site. Dragons. They have defeated the Boss Falcons in the upper bracket semifinals yesterday, but here they
No!
are, almost close to getting this victory, ending this battle through a sweep. Just a couple of more points for them to win this battle, and they will be your Garena Undawn All Star champions as they defeat the likes of the Dragons, the undefeated team heading into the finals. Have been on crown your champions for Garena Undawn All Star, the Boss Falcons. A perfect day today, unstoppable. They take it home.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That was 11 matches undefeated in this game. 11 matches from the lower bracket. This is how the Boss Falcon just flew high. Not just a butterfly, not like a bee, not like any dragons. They are the Falcons and they're not going down.
Yeah, they soared high like a falcon that evolved into a phoenix, man. This has been an amazing journey coming in from the side of the Boss Falcons. Again, they were entering this day with, doubts, serious doubts, as the Thailand region have been able to dominate the competition yesterday, but that did not let them fall through. They will eat everything up in order for them to win this game. Again, they were able to take down YAFK on their first match. They lost up against the Dragons, and then they were forced back to play at the lower bracket, had to go down up against the Boss Lion, where they won 3-1. Then they defeated Pro Sabibi earlier today through a sweep. Followed that up with their amazing performance up against Herzus, which is also a 4-0. And then they threw in the biggest bomb of all, taking the grand finals up against the Dragons with a 4-0 as sweep up against the best team in the competition, with Tiger Yep as the best player in this region.
Never in the entirety of the 2 weekends that we are here, that I am here, have I envisioned the Dragons taking a donut, losing in a 0 run. And well, I guess that only proves how strong the Falcons are, not only in terms of aggression, not only in terms of tactics, but also in terms of them having their back, having their healing, having themselves protected by their teammates. That is the strength of the Falcons. That is the strength of the Boss, and that is the strength that we've witnessed in this Undawn All Stars overall, bringing down the team that we were expecting to be champions. But again, assumptions is meant to be broken, especially when hidden tactics is in play.
Yeah, the Dragons, they felt the domination presence by the Boss Falcon here today. Multiple two-prong approach, trying to get that A and Charlie flag captured up every time, not only at the Western District, but also at the Central Shopping Mall, where we in fact saw triple captures being accumulated perfectly by the squad. And then when we hop into this final match, we thought that the Dragons will be able to line up a late comeback, but they all get gunned down one by one. SNS, as well as Judith, able to really put in so much damage. And with the help of Ice and Abel, this team had the power of friendship to finish things off, to finally close out the series.
Not only power of friendship, but the power of healing galing. I mean, overall, to whatever we've seen in here, despite of the result, the true MVP is Ice. Like, he's been doing so well in using that Kokak gameplay plus the healing galing gameplay that he's been doing overall, protecting Judith, protecting SNS, and this just held the team so strong in this battle. So I guess we are done with all the matches, and in a bit we're going to go for an interview, and we're going to step in, or probably listen in, and think of what has gone down in terms of mind games, in terms of like the play style and what they have to offer in this match. The Boss Falcons will be interviewed in a bit, and this is where we find out more apart from what we've seen so far, Callie.
Yeah, I want to see some insights on how did they just improve so much in just a day span. Again, they did not have it easy at the upper bracket yesterday. Then they showed up today and won 3 series with no map loss. So there has to be some sort of a great mental reset and
Mhm.
also strategies that were needed to be formed in order to become unstoppable, especially at the domination match that they played today.
Yeah, I mean, I love how much they changed the pace of the game. I thought Dragons already have like plans until plan Z, but I guess there are some weak plans compared to what we've seen from Dragons. They're just utilizing the basic concept that we've seen from the early parts of this competition up until the end, and then switching it over, and they're making it work. Having two players use that heal and protecting both side, either side, probably Alpha, probably Charlie, probably Bravo. It doesn't matter as long as they have the combination of one rusher, one healer. It works well in domination. In the side of Annihilation, I mean, they just know how to pull up those mind games to trick even the Dragons in going in to their side, and that's where they will be beating up.
Yeah, I mean the amount of strategies that we got here for the Boss Falcons, have been a plethora, and it really outperformed what Tiger Yap and the Dragons were coming into this best of 7 here in Neptune. And yeah, it was just the brilliance, the tactical brilliance that helped them really outlast the competition
Mhm.
here. And although it was a 4-0 sweep, we saw so much highlights and every game was very close. And it all had to go down to a sliver of health here for these two squads, especially that match number 2, Stopper at the central shopping mall,
Mhm.
where you know we don't know who won it until the very end, 2000 to
Oh yeah.
1900 X finish, which was insane. One of the most insane domination games that we had today.
Yeah, definitely insane. And the membrane, definitely my membrane, my entire brain, not just a membrane, my entire brain is at awe in that battle. But I guess we are up for the interview in a bit. We're going to listen in and find out a few more from the players of the Boss Falcons. Regardless of what it is, I hope they can give like their best insight in this matches, because even I don't know what's going on with their minds because they've done this so well.
Yeah, they've done the wonders, and for sure, the Indonesian viewers right now are going off in the comment section because their region won the inter-region battle, and we all know how competitive that region is, really entirely as as an esports region as well in the APAC region. It will really prove to become such a big win for them. And the Boss Falcons did not just have it easy, right? They had to fought for it in
Mhm.
the group stage up until phase 2 and phase 3 at the grand finals championship 4-0 sweep up against the Dragons with a total team effort coming in from everyone who understands their role so well, and just providing those timings completely was Ice with that hill, and SNS Judith providing that front man, and Abil just providing that support at the back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I love, and one thing I would say is I love I would say the flexibility of Abil. I mean, Abil has been one of the midliner. He's also working as a healer in terms of that domination match. And I guess we are, I guess there's a lot more that we have yet to see for this team. So, well, for our side, I don't think we do have that interview that will be going on. So unfortunately for us, we won't be able to hear from the Boss Falcons. But I guess that is really an exciting game. Hopefully, everyone enjoys 4 days of the Undawn All Stars. We've seen them from the group stages, phase 1. We've seen them from the elimination matches, and phase 2 and the grand finals is really something else. We've said so much already in this match for the Boss Falcons. It's just up for them to maintain their pride, their prestige in the upcoming competition that they will be part of. Any other words that you want to share for our viewers out there, Callie? Because it's really, really an awesome day to cast with you as well as with Enzo.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long weekend for all of us, right? But it's been packed with amazing stories, plot twists, and a couple of amazing gameplays from all of the squads that we have here today. And a big shout out again to the Boss Falcons for able to win this game, and a big A big thanks to Ogrina Undawn for providing us the opportunity to provide these teams commentary and showcase their true gameplays. And it's always a pleasure to be casting with you, Boss Neptune. It's been a while since we were partnered up, so to start the year off with you is a W any day, any year, anytime, anywhere.
Well, anyway, we are here, your casters. I am Neptune the Gentleman Garcia, as well as Cali Gaming. And in the name of Enzo, joined us on the group stages. We'd like to thank everyone who supported our broadcast. Hopefully, we see you on the next Undawn tournament. We bid everyone goodbye and good day. Happy weekend, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day.